Hello everyone and welcome to the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2 Tournament Win Bracket Round 1 match between BrotinderDose and Revven. With me today I have our two wonderful commentators. Say hello, you two.
Hello.
What's up?
Now, let's start off with a nice easy question. How do you guys feel about the match today?
Statistically, it's the most uneven match just because it's 1 seed against 32 seed. Like, that's probably my first impression of this race.
And I think with Revven, the lowest seed of the tournament, no pressure on him. No one's expecting him to put up that much of a fight against Brot, but that means all the pressure's on Brot. You never know.
Yeah.
You might have some nerves creep in, might miss a check, might do this or that. Revven could just have a fun time with it, do whatever he wants, and we'll see what happens. But I'm sure Revven's going to try his absolute best. I don't know too much about Revven beyond his commentary, but what I can tell you is that he was born in 1991, if his username is anything to go by, so that makes him pretty heckin' neat. It's a good year.
I also know that he plays on N64.
Of course, yeah, we have a Everdrive player in the tournament. That's pretty cool as well.
The unfortunate thing about N64 though is that it's at a complete disadvantage to everything else. Like, the lag is just terrible on it.
It's visible too, like you will notice.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But it's cool
Also,
we got some original hardware representation in the tournament.
Yeah, I think Revven's the only one who plays on Everdrive. Yeah, so something to note about Brot is that he only did 5 quals, but he still ended up as 1 seed, which is like insane.
I am so excited for Brot. I'll let you continue, sorry.
And also, if anyone's been watching Brot, he's definitely become one of the notorious, like, aggressive players of this game. He's starting to become known for skipping a lot of, like, early mini games and such in favor of progression.
I tried to become that style of player, but it never worked out. Probably because my execution was really bad as well. I ended up just going back to Clock Town anyway, so I kind of abandoned that style, went for something more conventional. But Blort has a 6th sense, and that sense is just gunning for items. And I'm so excited for Blort. I remember at the end of Season 1, we all kind of chipped together with some way too early Season 2 predictions. And I didn't see Blort's name come up once, and I was banging on the drum for Blort all the time. I was like, man, he's going to be top 5 easy. You look at the guy, you look at the dedication, all the seeds he's been playing, and he's number 1, and you can't say it's not merited. He's put in so much time into Majora's Mask Rando. So yeah, I'm excited for the guy. I'm happy he's got the number 1 seed. I think it's a testament to the amount of work he's put in. Not going to say that that's not true of the other people within the top 10, but for Brot especially, yeah, it's good. Alright, we are counting down. We didn't see what was on Clock Town, did we? I don't think I saw.
No, I didn't see it, at least. And we're off. We're gonna know if it's good pretty soon, and
no,
I'm guessing it's not. And we have a new wave start. Not really doing much right now, but if we get early Zora, maybe we'll see some Gossips action with some explosives if we get those, or Goron.
So it's actually a red rupee up on the Clock Town, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the better things to see up there, I think.
Yeah, I would usually grab that.
I'm curious that Brot didn't. He could have saved himself a little bit of time grinding 5 rupees from those bushes, but
yeah, exactly.
We'll see. Revven immediately grabbing the fairy in Laundry Pool. That's something I think is starting to get phased out of the meta, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't see.
I tried to do it a bit for a while, but eventually I kind of realized that with the openers I do, I go night 1 early enough to where I don't really care about checking the fairy super early at that point.
Is that Gypto Mask on the... What is that? On the big bomb check?
Couldn't tell I was seeing what Tingle was
Okay,
selling.
it was white, whatever it was. So it
boxes.
could be Couple's mask, could be Zora mask.
So, or it could be Gibdo, I guess.
I don't think it was Gibdo because it didn't have those not tassels, but you know what I mean. The extra cloth.
Yeah. Yeah.
As if it's windswept.
So Bro opting for Observatory Opener, which is like a it's a pretty popular opener. Not everyone does it, but it's definitely popular amongst the top 10 runners. And like the main merit of it is the route it takes is just incredibly efficient. And a lot of the time you can get out of the early game ahead with that opener. It kind of depends on where the items are though.
Is this what you've been doing recently then, Jess?
Yeah, that's what I was doing North. I was experimenting with North again for a bit, but eventually I switched back to Observatory for the quals, or like late quals.
Gotcha. I guess those late quals are a nice place to do your testing, isn't it? If you get those qualifiers in early enough, you've got some time to experiment. Yeah, I understand. I get that.
Also, we've got a bow on Observatory.
Amazing.
Early bows gonna make early routing nice. I'm pretty sure Revven doesn't check Observatory for a bit.
No.
So
we got ice arrows up in North Clocktown. That's doesn't help you immediately, but it's nice to have already.
Yeah.
That can be finicky to find. So the model is a quiver upgrade. Is that significant in any way?
I think that's what it would give you if progressives weren't on.
Okay.
I think that's a Fisherman game.
Fisherman's dead, yeah. I'm gonna try and keep some hints on the side. Go ahead.
To answer the question in chat, the reason it's not in the music is because the randomizer has an option to have custom music. And that's what Bro is opting for.
It's a pretty extensive library too. We got some pretty amazing, talented folks working behind the scenes to provide. Like, how many at this point? It's a lot.
I don't even know. There's so much stuff.
It is good.
Revven's doing Observatory now. Okay. I didn't think Revven did Observatory this early, but I guess I was wrong. So Revven's also going to get to reap the routing benefits of the early bow.
I think early projectile in general, Observatory is a pretty nice thing because there's logical implications to that too. I'll always remember that one race where Michi got the first logical projectile in Shiro, which I believe is a hook shot. Do you remember that one? Yeah.
I think I remember that one, yeah.
It's a while ago, I think, but yeah, if you just followed logic, you would have known that Shiro had to have had the hook shot. Michi's a clever guy, he knew to go straight there. You want to talk about what Broad's doing right now?
Yeah, I was just about to talk about that. So, Bro is doing something that has become essential to the meta in the past, year. He's using grandma stories to check the room key. And the point of this is so that you can go night 1 early. Because a lot of the issues with some of the early openers people did was you did so much stuff just waiting for room key that if you were lacking in items on night 1, you generally just couldn't efficiently route in enough stuff to do. And you just kind of lost time for no reason. While you do eat time loss from talking to grandma a few times, generally it's gonna end up being worth being able to go night 1 sub 10 minutes into your seed.
Yeah, the stuff you would have done otherwise, you can still efficiently route that in regardless of if it's daytime or nighttime.
Yeah, and we got Deku on Mad Maroma.
So I suspect Bort will go ahead and check the chest up what we call the East Clocktown chest. Usually there's 100 rupees in here. Does it have a name outside of just the East 100 rupee chest, silver chest? I don't know what you call it. I
always just call it East Clocktown 100.
Oh, there's the nerves. There's the nerves I was on about. No, it was calculated. He's checking the post box. Nope. Okay.
Also, as James mentioned in chat, Deku puts bow in logic.
Needs magic though, doesn't it?
No, you can just go into the observatory flower and get the bow.
Oh, from the field, of course, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great point.
Also, I think Bro's gonna be rewarded for not grabbing the fairy early, because he's gonna be able to do both fairy checks at the same time, while Revven did the human one really early, and he's gonna have to go back later for the non-human one. Yeah, Bro's struggling a bit with his early gameplay here.
Yeah. I had a little eye on the hints, nothing of interest other than Self-Clocktown Wave Hero.
Oh,
so
I missed
Oh,
that
okay.
then.
This chest should be interesting then.
Oh, there's a bottle.
Did Boards check the post box? Because that's Self-Clocktown,
Yeah,
isn't
it was just 20 rupees. Yeah,
Okay.
Self-Clocktown.
A potentially Wave Hero bottle. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
We also had the Hinge sisters. The Ranch sisters hinted dead.
Since we have Deku, we're guaranteed one item away from that bottle being in logic. Which is will either be Hookshot or Moonsteer to put that in logic. I think what they have at this point, like, your clear direction is just going to be Deku Palace and Woodfall after you clean up Clocktown. There's not much else.
That bow is gonna make minigames pretty convenient to route in as well.
Yeah.
Well, for Revven, of course. Broad's gonna skip them because Broad's Broad, but we'll see them.
Yeah. I don't think Broad's gonna do town archery this early.
And I can get behind that, honestly. I'm a fan of how aggressive Broad is. Like I said previous to this, I guess we'll quickly mention that Broad is doing this out of logic. You're supposed to have a bunny hood so you can see the timer beyond, what, 3 seconds? But gamers know how to count to 10, or count triangles, one of the two. Either way. Real esports quality. I guess you can see what Jess was talking about earlier with regards to what Revven is doing. He hasn't forwarded time of day using the grandma story. He's still very much into the bulk of his day one. Whereas Blort already has a temporal advantage, having gone forward, and gonna get to your lady check first. The bow and Deku's mask is gonna root in nicely with day 2 stuff. That bomb bag Revven has,
The bomb bag makes Honey and Darling more convenient for Revven, that's for sure.
That's true. It also opens up the north, which...
Yeah, I don't think you
not,
go north.
Not appealing.
Palace, though. Yeah.
It's not appealing, but you still need... Yeah, we found Gibdo there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think generally you're not going to go north this early. I only go north this early if I have bombs, Goron, and magic. Personally.
Okay. What if it gets to night 3 and there's not a huge amount left for you to do to waste time until midnight?
Yeah, I mean, if it's night 3, I'll go like no matter what most of the time. But if it's night 1, my item set has to be very specific for me to want to go.
Gonna get first look at the Pihat and the Dungo.
Since their routes are so different, we've only been seeing new checks for a while. Like they're not following a similar route in like any form, from what I can tell.
That Stunlock thing that Revven was going for, pretty nice strat, although admittedly pretty slow because you can jump slash, and after your jump slash you can rotate the control stick so that you immediately gain control of Link after you've landed, and there's not this weird sort of lag frame where you're watching, okay, Stone Tower foolish, You're not waiting for Link to finish the animation, you're just straight back into it. And you can chain several of those jump slashes pretty nicely to be p-had quickly. There's also the option of grabbing a stick, because there's a Deku Baba right outside. And if you can get a broken stick, that's just as powerful as well.
Yeah, and also with the jump slash cancels, you can, if you can hit P in quick succession, you can push him close to the chest so that when he dies, you're just right there.
That's the nice thing about it too, yeah.
But I just opted for broken stick, but unfortunately you can't jump slash cancel with broken stick.
So I'm looking at the hints right now. We have South Clocktown and West Clocktown Wave of Hero and Stone Tower Foolish. Do you ever read into the hints in a way that if early areas of the game are Wave of Hero and later areas of the game are Foolish, does that tell you about the seed at all? Do you think it might be worth playing aggressive because it's looking like the majority of the seed is in the early spheres? Does that ever factor into your routing, or is it just a byproduct of...
I don't think so. I feel like if I get 3 Trash Wave the Heroes, I'm probably going to route more thorough and efficiently.
Ah, okay.
I'm not getting any like later items hinted, or like mid-game items hinted.
That's a fair point, actually, yeah.
Usually, like, any of my seed reading goes into like what items I have, or like what locations I can do, pretty much. The hints just feel like random. I don't personally like, the only thing that I involve my routing with is if like I get a bunch of early hints, I'll probably play more efficiently and more thorough.
Meanwhile, Revven has set up the Bombers Hide and Seek, which is a little mini game you can do throughout Clocktown. You pop their balloon, you find 5 of them scattered around Clocktown. It's a fairly straightforward one, but it does require a projectile to get access to it. So it's not something you immediately route in straight away, but if you can set up early enough, it's nice to just have those additional things you do while you're doing other things anyway.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I was talking about, that I implied with the routing benefits of the early bow, was that if you get the early bow, you can easily set up bombers and have Clocktown checks to do while you get the bombers.
It looked as though Revven was toying with the idea of checking the cracked wall in the bomber's hideout, but thought twice about it. Probably because time of day looked a little strenuous.
He doesn't need to grab the ferry, so this time of day is probably fine.
That's true,
Unless he has his whole night 1 planned out or something.
We've now got Deku Masks, so that's gonna... Although that's more of a day 2 thing. So what does Revven have left to do at this point? Because it's gonna get to nighttime, and I can't think of a clear, straightforward route.
He's
other
got
than the minigames.
Yeah, he's got minigames. Has he done Road to Swamp? He could honestly do Palace on night 1 if he wanted to, probably.
Oh, and just leave the woods for day 2?
Yeah.
That could work out, yeah.
I think if you just completely drain your Clocktown like this on day 1, like, going Palace night 1 isn't a bad idea.
So, Brot checked the second of the North Clocktown fairy checks with the Transformation Mask equipped on, and it was just a piece of heart. So, Revven not gonna get punished for inefficiency, but you can't imagine he'll leave it alone. He will go back and check.
Yeah, he's going to go back for that. It's such an easy check. I'm also surprised how late Brot set up bombers. I would have been inclined to get that bow from Observatory and go straight to North Clocktown before getting room key and starting it, personally.
Yeah, that would make sense. What did you do immediately after Observatory? Because you would have played Song of Soaring back to Clocktown.
Yeah, Song of Soaring, and then I would just go North Clocktown, get the first few bombers, check room key, just get the other ones on the way to East Clocktown chest, and do town archery.
What direction did Brot go in then? Did he just immediately... Oh, he must have went straight to the story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Room key check. Yeah, that's a fair point. He could have got 2 of those kids found earlier. It's no big deal, but it's an optimization, and these things add up.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a check of the... This is the bigger bomb bag, right? It's a piece of heart.
Yeah. Nothing.
What are the 2 progressive bomb bags? Is it big bomb bag, then biggest bomb bag, or is it big, bigger?
Yeah, it's big and biggest.
Okay. Lord, withdrawn 2 rupees. With an interest rate of 4 rupees just to afford red potion. This economy, man, I'm telling you.
I don't think we've seen Bank 1 yet, have we? Like, obviously, bro doesn't have much money in the bank at all.
There is a silver rupee in the South Terminal chest I saw Revven pick up.
Yeah. Has bro hasn't done South Terminal, has he?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Got double defense on bombers.
Video James brings up a good point too. If Cormay has something, we don't have a logical method of reaching the bottle that was in South Clocktown. So the bottle is nice, but it is out of logic. Blood. Okay. Now, to me, this is a minigame. Oh, it looks like Revven pays attention to his timer and goes off that. I wonder if the Everdrive makes this more finicky.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried this on 64. Also, we're seeing... So what Bro's doing here is something called rupee displacement. And when you... And with the the horizontal platforms, if you play cutscenes like putting on and taking off transformation masks or pulling Ocarina, the platforms keep moving, but the rupees just don't do anything. So you can displace them off the platforms.
Could there be any other applications for this in the game? Because I thought about it, and this is the only place where something like this is useful. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the game.
I can't think of it. Like, even in like speedruns, this is the only place where you would ever really do it. Trying to think if there's anything else for Randomizer.
You can displace the pirates in exterior, apparently.
Wow. In Kamaro's mask. I did not know that.
Well, that's amazing. I'm definitely trying that next time I load up a random. Not because I'm an awful human being, but... You know what? Fuck those pirates. I waste so much time getting caught by them. What were you about to say, sorry?
Oh, I was just confused because I thought soaring out of Playground here would be faster.
Oh, did he just choose to exit out of the...
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see people exit often, so I don't know if Bro timed that or if he just usually exits. I feel like I timed it at one point though, and it's faster to soar. But it's it's a small thing, only like a few seconds at most, really.
I was just watching Revven's side. He is opting to go up north, and it makes sense. Time of day is kind of running out of things to do. Zoa Hall was foolish.
Yeah. If you did Palace, you may have to invert, but with this, you're probably not gonna have to.
That's true. And admittedly, I've never tried that, so I don't know how long it would take me to do it. Did Blort use the Kamau's mask?
No, he got it on day 2.
That's true, yeah.
He'll probably come back after Palace and Woodfall and use it.
Because West Clocktown is Wave of Hero too. Gao's mask could be accessible as well, and our true item is just hanging out with the Rosa sisters.
Yeah. Gibda's not guaranteed, but it's pretty likely, I would say.
So Revven has about 2 hours to kill with here. Let's see how he chooses to use it. Probably gonna make it just going straight to Lens Cave potentially.
Yeah, he can't do anything else here.
Yeah.
Give, so. I don't know what Revven's bank is like, but bro really needs some money right now for the first bank check.
I think Revven's definitely deposited at least 8 to 9 rupees. It's not every day you see someone check the tingle in the mountain, but Revven hasn't.
Yeah.
But Revven hasn't gone to Southern Swamp, so. Oh wait, is it Southern Swamp it shares with or Milk Road? I forget.
It's
a swamp, right?
It's Swamp and Milk Road because the Snowhead map is in
yeah,
Swamp
yeah.
and the Ranch map is in Milk Road.
So there's no reason to not check it.
Yeah, at that point, like because the Snowhead map is new to him.
Okay, Revven's choosing to invert here. Maybe not confident about getting to Lens Cave quick enough.
Oh yeah, it's already 11:30. I think it'd be close anyway, like no matter who you are.
I can't see what that is. Piece of heart? Nut? Bombchu? What is that?
Yeah, looks like
I think Bombchu. Now, you can equip the Deku Mask and talk to the scrub and it'll tell you what it's selling. Revven probably doesn't know that, so...
Yeah,
here's
something
a
you
silver rupee.
Yeah. Talking to him as Deku is something you may as well do while you're here if you know about it, I think.
Because if a wallet... Say, for example, a wallet gets hinted in the Ocean Skull House, it's something to think about.
Yeah. You can also have this guy selling Goron with the new scrub relocation. Well, I say new, but it's not that new. But he can sell Goron, potentially. The reason he can potentially sell Goron is because you can get him to relocate to the swamp and you can buy it there as human.
That's true. We didn't see it in Season 1, so that's the...
Yeah.
Picture box says intriguing.
And a
And a bean.
is nothing.
So, Revven will at least be able to do the picture box contest, whereas Brought can't.
Yeah.
And
it's
there
gonna be
is
something Brot does at the end of Cycle 1, probably.
Do we see what's in the tree here? It looks like Brought's going for it, so...
I can't tell what's in there. You probably looked at it from a better angle and then decided.
Chat's informing us that it is the lens of truth.
All right.
No, it's not. Is it?
Oh,
it's a hook shot. Yeah. No, I'm a dingus. James was talking about the lens cave. Okay, my bad.
What fall way of the hero?
Those are some very early locations.
Yeah, like all these way of the heroes are probably just not very good. We're gonna see Swamp Archery.
So he only skips town minigames?
I think it's mainly Town Archery he skips.
Gotcha.
You know, here's a question. Something I've seen some runners do is if they get hooked in that tree, they backtrack to Stump. Would you do that, or would you just do it later? When you go back to Clock Down?
That hasn't crossed my mind yet, honestly, because the old route I used to do, my night of day 3 was me going from Southern Swamp doing South Terminal checks. So I would pass for Stump anyway.
Yeah, that's how it works out for me too.
I think that's how it still would work out, but I think in that position, I'm not too sure, honestly. Maybe if I have a mask and a song to go with it, I could chain it in with Ghost of Pinstones. I don't know, I'd have to find some way. It's definitely something to, it's in the back of your mind the entire time.
There was a call that had Deku, where for me that determined like the entire seed, but I was just like, I'll do it after like my day 2 and day 3 stuff, and it probably won't really affect anything.
Moon's Tear.
Oh,
that's
bottle is in
that's
Logic
bottle,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
how annoyed am I that a check is linked to me? I'm fine with it because as far as randomizers and people having checks named after them goes, this is one of the least horrifying ones to like have latched onto you, so I'm cool with it.
Oh, also, yeah, the bottle was in logic with hookshot anyway.
Oh my goodness, that's true, yeah. I didn't even consider that. Whoops.
My brain was in the mindset that like we had Deku, so it was gonna be Moonsteer.
I believe Revven is still inverted, unless I missed him uninverting.
He uninverted, I think.
Okay. No Kamau's mask, unfortunately. Oh, that's something Broad's gonna have to think about, because unless he goes and does Honey and Darling or something like that, I can't see why he would want to go to Clocktown on night of day 2.
Even if you have no minigames, I would just make the trip because you're not doing it until next cycle if you don't do it now.
But what else is there for him to do in Clocktown though on day 2? Because
I mean, he can do the minigames, but will he do that?
So like, where's Clocktown's Wave of Hero? And you have the Kamau's mask. It doesn't necessarily have to be Gibdo mask as Wave of Hero. Could just be Gao's mask hanging out somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but if it was super greedy to just fly to Clocktown for one check,
I don't know. It doesn't feel that greedy to me when like my night 3 is gonna be at least like 6 or 7 minutes because I'm gonna go to the north. Feels like a long time. It sounds like sounds like a long time to put off Rosa's Sisters, and I can just take a sword to Clocktown. And then, like, when I'm done with Rosa's Sisters, I can just, like, Song of Double Time and check, like, the South Clocktown Day 3 or something like that. And if you don't have any ranch masks, then you can just do all of ranch on, like, you can do Rosa's Sisters, South Clocktown Day 3 in chest, and then go to ranch and still be able to do all the ranch stuff if you don't have any of the masks for that area.
You would have to forward time a day in Clocktown though.
Yeah.
Because Rosa's Sisters don't appear day 3, do they?
No, they don't. You'd have to do it in Clocktown, but I think it's still worth for the routing.
Yeah, that's fair. I know, in my head, I have such an aversion to playing Song of Double Time in Clocktown. And I'm not quite sure why, because I feel like, oh, you can save frames if you go to Swamp and forward time a day there. It's like, come on, it's frames. You don't have to be this meticulous, Melrose.
Like, I'm gonna Song of Double Time in Swamp if I'm like there and it works out. But if I'm like in Clocktown and I can't really do it any other way without an extra sword, I'm just gonna do it in Clocktown.
I'm not sure Revven saw the hook shot in the tree.
I don't know either, because he's not like restricted on in-game time right now, so it's not like he had to rush past it.
I guess. Unless he intends on going back for Stumpy.
Nice red potion.
So that's a bottle-locked bottle.
The bottle could actually be Wave the Hero. Like, it's looking more likely now.
It's looking very likely. Especially if the opponent song ends up being in...
Yeah, because bottle could just be Wave the Hero for the Palace song.
So, Blort is just reducing lag, I guess, by looking at the boat. I know reducing lag frames is a big thing in the speedrun, so I don't know if this is a continuation.
I don't even know if that actually reduces lag, honestly. I've never told for sure if it does or not.
Okay. Revven is now making it day 2.
I really don't know if Revven saw the hook, because, like, if he saw it, he would have gone for it right now.
Especially if we're gonna go to Deku Palace, not having a hook shot for the chest in the Bean Salesman Grotto is kind of...
Yeah. And
it wastes time.
Especially for Woodfall, because you have to take quite the trip for the heart piece chest compared to if you had hookshot.
Little time saver here, backflip on the door frame, hookshot this torch over here. So this is why you really want the hookshot for this part, because this. Otherwise,
you
you
don't
gotta...
even have to. Sorry, go ahead.
on. I was saying, like,
I was
otherwise you gotta... We're probably gonna say the same point, so go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say something that Zoe brought up in chat about the boat ride. I was gonna say that you don't even have to stand by the door to do that. There's one frame before the cutscene starts where you can just put on a transformation mask. Like, it doesn't matter where you are. I did it in a glitchless run on accident once. Oh, you can go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
I was just saying, the alternative to using the hookshot in that salesman is to buy a bean, fill your bottle with spring water, wait for the animation of the magic plant to stop, dump your water, get on the platform. It's indicative of Revven not noticing the hookshot, I think.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think we know. Do we outright mention the fire arrows in the grotto?
No, I think we were too busy talking about other things. I didn't notice. I didn't notice.
Right, yeah, the bean salesman himself had fire arrows.
If we find magic soon, that's good for Bro, because he can full clear the north way more efficient, or like do what he can of north way more efficiently than Revven, because he'll be able to check like hot spring water grotto and racetrack grotto.
That's a great point too. Although if this is Epona, magic also opens up the canyon.
Yeah, Song of Healing.
We haven't found any song items yet, so... Eesh. So what, is that at least 2 song items we need, or just 1 and eggs? It is 2, isn't it?
Yeah, if we find storms, all 3. I also think with what you said about hot spring water, I think you can actually just drop hot spring water immediately, but it's storms, so you have to wait on if you're playing storms for the bean.
So if anyone's wondering why Revven has like a black box on the left side of his capture, he's got a very long alert playing out right now. I'm watching it. It's something.
Yeah.
Okay, so board doesn't go for the landing just to the left so you get on land quicker and then you spin across. I remember James telling me about that. It seems a little bit of time. Okay, Bort is making it... Probably going to make it nighttime of day 3 if he doesn't intend on doing minigames.
No.
But that does...
He'll probably go to ranch.
But that does mean he's not going to check the Rosa Sisters this cycle.
Yeah, that's interesting. That feels kind of greedy to me, honestly.
Especially if his next play was to go to Clocktown to hand in the Moon's Tear.
At this point, Goron might be here.
That's true.
Okay.
Nope. Nope.
If Goron's on Rosa Sisters, it's gonna be pretty bad.
But Revven still has to do the Deku Playground.
Yeah. Revven also didn't see the hook shot, so... That's
probably the bigger point.
If Revven doesn't figure out the hook shot, I don't think Bro is gonna be too at a loss for not checking Rosa Sisters if Goron's there, honestly.
It is curious. I wasn't watching Revven at the time, so I don't know if he made the effort to look at the tree. It might be really difficult on Everdrive to look at the tree. It might be something he has to go back for later. Hookshot was in the tree in the path to Southern Swamp.
Yeah. Looks like Revven's doing the intended strats for this.
Which is He doesn't have spring water though. He's gonna have to go back. Oh no, it's raining on day 2, isn't it? So you can, yeah, okay. Okay, are we gonna see bank 1 here?
I feel like Bro's not gonna go to Ranch since he sort of. I feel like if you're gonna go to Ranch, you do it before this Clocktown trip. So you can make it night 3 here in Clocktown. And then go north when you're done with Clocktown stuff.
Day 3 too, so we can check the... It's funny to me that Bro doesn't hookshot the chest, but instead it's like, hey, I own this flower, I'm using it.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna use the hookshot. Light arrows.
Light arrows. So that kind of...
I was gonna say, since Goron is forced to lock opponent at this point, this could be looking like a jet. Oh wow, there's
the devil. Okay. Well, that's Wave Hill, West Clocktown as well.
Bro's probably not punished for Rosa's sisters at this point.
I guess, yeah, probably not. Unless it's magic. But I don't see how Revven gets that before Blort goes back for it. Because it's just as straightforward as resetting your cycle and playing Song a double time and doing it straight away.
Yeah. Like, Bro's gonna finish his cycle a long time before Revven does, I think, at this point. Like, it's just one of the good things about, like, early room keys, like your Bro's just way further in his cycle. Like, he's gonna check Rose Sisters earlier than Revven will.
Yeah.
So we need Magic, Zora, and at least a song item, but I think that's really it. We might need another song item too, but don't know that yet.
Another thing that's curious about Blort's board into day 3 immediately was the fact that I think he could have also rooted in Camaro with our newly acquired Song of Healing. I think the time of day was good for that. I'm not certain.
I think it wasn't late enough, but don't quote me.
Well, that's something you gotta have in the back of your mind then. What's the go mode here in Majora's Mask? So, the go mode is all the elemental arrows and the magic to go with them and the bow to shoot those arrows, and the songs required to enter the dungeon, the 4 dungeons in the game. On top of that, you need the Oath to Order song, which summons the giants when you get to the top of Clock Tower. And I believe the other items required are the transformation masks and the hook shot. Oh, and Iconic Canyon access, which is either one of Gibdo mask or Gara's mask.
Yeah. You also need a bonus song.
And that's true as well. Your bonus song is required for getting access to areas of the game. How many items? I'll count while you say your video.
Depending on the song layout, you potentially need a combination of Keg, Captain's Hat, and Mirror Shield. You potentially, like, at minimum you need 1, at maximum you need 3. Because Healing and Storms are songs that only get you checks, but they don't get you, like, anywhere in the game, like dungeons or game completion. So if you get one of those, that means you need another song item for completion.
So, my calculations, at best, is 10 items you need. That doesn't include the songs. You need 6. That's the Epona song, and the 4 songs that open up dungeons and Oath to Order. So if you include the songs as go mode items, then that's 6. Okay, so Epona song is vanilla. That's Elegy.
It's either vanilla or it's behind Oath.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it could just be Sonata.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Lullaby isn't too big a
It
stretch,
could,
is
it could
it?
be a
You just
lullaby if magic
you-
is sitting somewhere.
yeah, you just need magic. But yeah, we can deduce what song is going to be, but it's going to be required at the very least. It's not going to be Song of Storms.
Bro, not checking the scrub? Or did he already do that?
He already checked it.
Okay.
It was a silver rupee. I think Revven's bank. Oh, did Revven check picture box? I never saw him hand it in. I saw him get the picture. Okay.
I think it was like a purple rupee or something.
So yeah, the question of what's go mode for this. I know other randomizer games, because the vanilla game is such a long a long ordeal to deal with in the vanilla game that sometimes they purposely make certain places barren and certain dungeons unrequired to beat. But for the sake of Majora's Mask, no, it's very much the same requirements you need to beat the game vanilla. So it is clear the 4 dungeons, get over to Order, and then meet up with Majora on the moon. I didn't even notice the stone mask up top there. That's a nice find.
Didn't either. Yeah.
That would have been super useful earlier. Oh well, there's still a use for it in the Pirate Fortress. Well remembered. So where's Brought going now? Clocktown, I assume? I don't think he checked employee... Yeah, I don't... Did he check employee's room yet?
I don't think so. I think he just got bank 1 and went straight north.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
And played Song Double Time on the way up to north.
Okay, Revven is soaring away from the swamp, so I think that just about guarantees that he definitely didn't see the hook shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, does the 3 hearts challenge count? Oh, there's the lens, okay. Does the 3 hearts challenge count if you have double defense?
No. That's my take at least.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's close enough to Curious Shop where you may as well just wait for it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If it was much earlier, I would just reset, but I think it's late enough.
Yeah, the game's kind of screaming at you to go get that song in the ranch, isn't it? So it was kind of...
Yeah.
Okay, Revven definitely didn't see the hook shot. Do you want to know why? I can tell you why. It's because Devin's using a bean.
Yeah, because he's checking stump like this.
That's
bro, he didn't have magic.
It's your name, Masco. Revven's inverting. We're gonna get a very long cycle 1 out of Revven here. Gonna quickly check this here. It's gonna be way quicker for Bort.
And Revven's long cycle isn't necessarily gonna help him, really.
I'm guessing... I've never seen that before. I guess he didn't get the shield out quick enough.
Yeah, Bro's probably gonna reset in here because this just works out pretty well.
When's the latest you can talk to your lady?
The old lady? You mean?
Sorry, the grandma, sorry, yeah.
You can do them anytime during the day, but at night she won't tell you stories. So, ideally, what you do is you get there earlier than like 4.
Okay. Yeah, Revven can only do the one story then, so... I think you just go for the all day one here, right?
Yeah.
Because at least for the other one, it's just 2 hours. The other one, you gotta commit an entire cycle. Yeah, that's what Revven's doing. Not commit a cycle, but commit an entire day. So, as expected, Blort is gonna buy himself a keg and head on over to Milk Road.
Yep. At this point, the path is pretty self-explanatory. Like, if we get Epona's, we're probably just going to Coast. If we get Temple Song, we're just going to that temple, unless it's Lullaby, then we're looking for magic. Which, like, can't really be in many places.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get Epona's, you definitely just go straight to Coast, like, no matter what here, I think. Like, you don't really have much else that's better.
True, and it's pretty... You can get through those checks over there pretty quickly, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Ocean House is hinted dead. I am missing hints for Deku Butler and the second sometimes hint.
Stockpot, oh
Stockpot,
wow, okay, don't have to
ooh.
do Grandma Stories. Yeah, I still need Butler and a sometimes too. I've been writing them down.
Oh, that's a point too. Yeah, the lens was in the inn.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is nice.
So no Shiro, no Domani. No. Oh, what's Gensu Ikana, the top of Ikana Castle. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get Mirror Shield before we. Well, the song in Castle can't lock Mirror Shield, is what I'm getting at. We got light hours anyway. That's true. Actually, no. You still need.
It doesn't matter for the song unless lights are locked behind it. But it does matter for the pillar because that always needs.
Oh,
lights.
I'm fixated on the mirror. It's for light arrows that need to be locked, isn't it? I don't know why I was thinking
it's
mirror.
lights that need to be locked. But mirror can't be locked behind it anyway. You need mirror to do the.
Yeah, I said that out loud and realized, wait, that's stupid.
Oh wow, it's Lullaby. That's actually kind of funny.
So magic on Rosa Sisters. I hear you say. It's probably going to be in the dog. It's probably going to be chilling on the rooftop here.
Oh, is that how it works? If you could get it with lens, it matters. I always forget that's how some of the logic works. Like, if you can get it with something, it matters, but it's not how I think about it most of the time.
I think it just means that it can't be required to use the lens to get the song in Ikana Castle, which obviously isn't the case because we have light arrows.
There's
the magic.
magic.
Told you.
Wow. Hard reads.
So we don't have any waiver hero hints left that pointers in the direction of where the Zora, at least the Zora mask could be. But we're gonna get a Snowhead Temple play from Blort, which is the right idea.
Yeah, like this is just where you go. I feel like at this point I'd probably just bank on Givdo being West Clocktown. I mean, if I was Bro, I would still want to do Rosa Sisters soon. I mean, if I was playing, I would have done it earlier, but if I was Bro, I'd want to do Rosa Sisters soon still.
At least find a way to root it in.
Yeah. Like, Bro's probably gonna skip Gorman Race, check, make it night 1, check Rosa Sisters, and then go to Coast. That's probably what he'll do.
Yeah. Although with magic, that does put the canyon. We do have Elegy.
Oh yeah, Goron was West Clocktown, so that's just like, don't even care anymore about that.
No.
I still think Bro is gonna skip Gorman Race to check Rosa's sisters though before Coast.
I would probably do the same, honestly, and also I'd have one eye on Camaro too. So I'd probably
Yeah.
set it to night when I get into the temple here.
You could do it. Yeah, just do it in Snowhead. That makes sense, I think. I mean, yeah, it's Bro. He's not gonna do Gorman Race.
Now, Goron Race, on the other hand. I guess it's nice to have Snowhead Temple done this early so that the option of Goron Race isn't as immediate.
Yeah, I'd probably try to invert at some point in this cycle so that like I could just think about Goron Race for 20 years.
We are still missing one sometimes hint, so it could be hinted foolish later on. What is that alert from Revven? I cannot... It's some kind of Donkey Kong Country 64 nightmare fueled. Whatever it is, it's gone now. Brought accidentally thrown the bomb at it. So what is the quickest path in Snowhead Temple? Because I found myself doing something similar to the old route, but instead of jumping back over and going to where the small key chest is, you just carry on through that cracked wall.
That's what I do. I think the best for like movement and routing is like you do freezered map, you get the key behind the block, you get compass, and then you get the one behind snowball, and then you go through the puzzle room and get fire arrow chest. That's what I feel like that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I do as well. So I'm not learning that. Well, the good news is there's a ring of grass in springtime Mountain Village for you to do the Keaton quiz.
Hopefully Bro doesn't pull a Jess and forget that exists.
So Revven is going for the dog race without the Mask of Truth.
I'm not a big fan of this play, but I know some people do it. It might just be
Magic. Where was magic? It's here. Also, there's a bottle here too. Cool.
Revven might just be making a call since he's playing Bro, or he just always does this.
See, it would benefit me now knowing that, like, if I knew what Revven's playstyle was, like, is skipping the tree a conscious thing he does? I can't imagine it is, because it doesn't take up a amount of time to look at the tree. Or if it's because he's playing on Everdrive, which is the card you use to play ROMs on original N64. So the quality of the game feed is gonna be... Oh wait! Gold Dog's gonna do it.
Wow.
He's gonna get it. He only needs to finish second. Looks like it's gonna take it all.
We've got a winner.
We got a winner.
Bro opting for £3, but ideally what you want to do is you can just do a 2-cycle with a pound and a punch or 2 punches. Or you can do the pound combo attack strat, which gets it into.
Something I question about what Revven's doing here, he has the keg and the Goron mask, but he's chose to come here on the final day.
Yeah.
Efficiency-wise, probably should just do this
There's
next
not
cycle.
really a benefit to doing this, I think.
And he inverted specifically for that, so he's gonna struggle to route in a good time to check the Curiosity Shop. Potentially a good time to hand in a deed if there's... We haven't seen any paper for the toilet hand. Not that it matters because the inn is foolish, but that's interesting to me. Oh, that was close, brought. Jesus. So Revven's gonna show us some checks that Brot will do after he's finished this temple, because with that newly acquired magic, he's now got access to fire arrows. So we'll see the chest in this grotto, as well the keg challenge gift from the Medigorn as well.
I think Bro will put off keg challenge because he doesn't have a new keg. And I think when he buys his keg, he's just gonna go to Coast first. But he might do it soon after Coast.
We got the Don Gero mask. How do you get the Don Gero's mask in vanilla? Do you just get it after you beat Snowhead?
No, you get Don Gero's mask from giving the Goron the rock sirloin.
Oh, of course, yeah, yeah. But there is a cutscene, isn't there, in the game where you have to talk to the frogs?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Wait, talk to the frogs? You mean for
Part of me wants
Don Gero's mask? No, it's just like it's just the same as in Rando, but there's the cutscene where like the only cutscene Rando removes from that is when like he sees you on the ground with the sirloin, and then the cutscene where he rolls off is gone.
I was thinking of my head is telling me there's a cutscene where once you beat Snowhead Temple and you land in the spring, you land in front of the frogs on the lily pad, and the frogs want to talk to you. Am I making it up?
You do land in front of the frogs, but you don't have to talk to them.
So it's not okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And yeah, we are gonna get a Hungry Goron check here. Which Brot has been known to skip, but as far as I'm aware, he doesn't skip this, so I don't know where the associations come from. But if this is something, then Revven has... What is he doing? I'm guessing he forgot to light the chandelier?
I guess Revven doesn't know just like movement to set yourself up for the sirloin, so he just uses the broken one as a cue.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay.
If I had to guess.
Okay, well, the randomized jingle for beating a boss is the same one from Link to the Past, so that's gotta be intentional, right? Also on cue, Epona song.
Yeah, there's Epona, but we knew it had to be there.
Mm-hmm. So we've got 3 more checks. 3?
Butler's
2, I guess, yeah. Okay, Butler is dead.
So with the Foolish Lens, we don't have to heal Darmani.
Mm-hmm.
Which normally you'd do here.
So it is just 2.
So if I was Bro, what I'd want to do is I would check the grotto and the tunnel, make a night 1 in there, and then check Rosa Sisters, and then buy a keg and go off the coast. You could go up to Icona, but I don't see much benefit in doing that right now. Well, actually,
You got all the arrows, I guess. As long as you just go mode the place, because you know Zora Mask can't be there. Actually, then again, you could also be looking for
you
song
could still need
items,
the
so
song items, and maybe you find those while looking for Zora, so...
There's also the opportunity of finding another bottle. Although 3 bottles, I think, is enough, right? Or would you still be gunning for that 4th bottle if you could?
Oh, sorry, what'd you say? Someone came in my room.
Oh, no worries. I was saying, the play for Stone Tower Temple could also be a decision to try and find a 4th bottle.
Oh.
Or is 3 bottles enough at this point?
I usually only if I'm in go mode, I'll probably do ISTT since Giant's Mask and Twin Mold are really fast. But if I'm not in go mode, I'm probably just gonna go do eggs. Well, if I have Zora, I'm probably just gonna do eggs.
So, the red rupee that Revven got from the dog race is now in Logic.
Oh, is Mask of Truth on Hungry Goron?
On Hungry Goron, yeah. So Bros is checking minigame, which I'm maybe. I know the main reason he wanted to come here was to pick up another keg. Is this just a case of saying I want to be that bit more efficient?
I think Bro just. I feel like in Bro's case, he's probably not worrying too much about his position in the race, so he's probably just being safe and cleaning this up.
Okay. He knows that on the EverDrive, it's really difficult to see what's in the tree. Probably not, but I guess as well, Brot could have an eye on the Rosa sisters here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a Kamaris check from the side of Revven. If he makes it onto the mushroom, nope. That's unfortunate.
Wow. Mirror shield
Okay.
is there.
Well, that's worked out nicely for Brot then. Considering it's part of his identity to skip that. East Clocktown isn't Wave of Hero. South and West are.
Has South had anything minus the bottle? Oh, it had lights.
The light arrows, yeah. Oh, you know one thing I've just remembered? Brot has done a jest.
Oh, he didn't do the springtime quiz, huh?
No. Okay, he's equipped a bomb.
It's surprising to me that he's not checking Rosa's sisters right now. Sure, you have like West Clocktown Way of the Hero, it's Goron, but like I feel like it just makes sense to check it right now.
And did you already check the pillar grotto? Sorry, the pillar chest here?
I feel like he didn't, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him do it. Okay, apparently he did.
I don't know when he would have routed that, but I guess he probably did it on one of his late Clocktown trips last cycle. I feel like I would have just put it off at that point, knowing I'm gonna get a Pona soon anyway. No, he did chess game. He's done all the East Clocktown minigames now.
So, Lens is foolish, so no Shivo check. I think this might be one eye on getting more bottles, but at the same time, there's no Zora Mask available, so could you be rushing Shrine, potentially?
I don't feel comfortable doing Shrine before Coast most of the time, personally. But maybe you could rush Shrine.
I don't see... I can only think this is a play to either get the Owl Statue and waste some time, or just get Stone Tower Temple out of the way.
Also, or other sometimes with Seahorses, we just saw it from Brett.
Alright, yeah, okay. So, Goron Race is not hinted. There's also the song in the... Yeah, that's true. There's the song in the Corner Castle.
Probably just going for the song.
Because if it ends up being Song of Storms, I guess you can feel vindicated of being a bit more conservative, because you know you need to find that.
The only song that would do anything is Sonata, really. Unless, like, if it storms, like, maybe you just check Pamela immediately.
It would be in logic. I don't know, if it's not Sonata, would you just continue up towards Stone Tower Temple?
No, I would go Woodfall.
What the heck happened on Revven's side there? That was bizarre.
I'm like usually someone who doesn't go STT out of logic. I would just go Woodfall at that point if Sonata is on LG.
I can only think of like just wanting to find a 4th bottle so that you're guaranteed to do one trip Fortress, but
I'd feel better about doing STT if I was for 4th bottle if I was in go mode. And if I have Zora, I'll do it, but I think right now I wouldn't do Shrine. But I don't know. I actually did a race like last week or so. Maybe it was early this week. We were in a similar case where we had like Elegy, Coast, Cape, and Shrine. But Shrine was the answer, and I did it like relatively late.
yeah, you can beat Great Bay Temple without FA, but you need the Zora mask. That's kind of a point. That's a sticking point. Oh hey, look, we got Deku Soldier. That is true. We haven't seen any real quality of life upgrades.
Yeah. Yeah, Deku is by far your best way to do this fight with what equipment they have.
Revven just killed a guy. Doesn't even offer to take him to the hospital. What is the lore of that guy stuck in a tree collecting rupees? What's his deal?
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure he's the guy who works the other shift at the trading post. That's all I know about him.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy too.
So I don't know, I guess he's trying to get some side cash because his job isn't paying him enough.
Song of Storms.
Storms. So we need Captain's Hat for sure now. Bro, not gonna opt for Mirror Shield chest at least.
Again, I don't think the lens particularly matters for that. I think the only way lens could be the way that lens foolish would be applicable to the castle is if the song in the castle led to light arrows. I think that's the only way that's of interest.
I feel like Bro's gonna do Shrine here.
That is true. Zora and Pamela would be cool.
I think Coast and Shrine are both good plays, but Coast is definitely safer since it's an owl statue.
Pretty sure I'd have picked anything over Shrine. Yeah, I
think this is fine. It's just not as safe. If there's nothing here and Coast just has Zora, you just wasted 5 minutes for nothing. Probably more like 5.5 to 6 minutes with Kokiri's sword. Probably say like 5 minutes.
Maybe Bort is just feeling confident about his level of execution of Revven, and it's just a safe play.
I don't think Bro is really worried right now. I'd have to agree.
Is there a particular item he's collected you think he was really good about finding at the time? Because right now everything has been kind of along the way.
Everything feels really easy so far. Like, I don't think there's anything that makes them feel even better. I think if I was Brode, I'd probably just feel ahead just by merit of having played much more and just being more experienced.
Does Deku lock magic? It doesn't, does it?
Deku does lock magic, actually. Because you need Deku to get bow, hookshot, beans.
But there was a bow on Path to Ikana, and Goron Mask was only behind 200 rupees.
Oh, that's true, actually.
Well, that's not required.
Yep, ends Baron.
So, Revven has the magic, the fire arrows, and the lullaby to get Snowhead done. Unfortunately, no hookshot to make this temple that bit easier to route efficiently with. Yes, the keg was in Woodfall.
I think he's gonna do Snowhead anyway, but this unfortunately doesn't have hookshot.
Does anyone want to explain lensless walking? Sure. Okay, we can do that because we got the perfect person in Nicole who can do that for us. Really good run of the game, experienced. Void. Void, buddy, you bet. Okay, well, I guess Jess could substitute in and describe it.
Yeah, lensless walking is essentially. Nice double magic.
Nice.
If I recall this correctly, checks like Day 2 Grave have like the invisible paths and such, and that's what lensless walking is classified under, with like invisible paths and such. But there's a difference between the ice platforms. The invisible ice platforms are distinguished as lensless jumping, which is not in logic.
I prefer Void's answer. I'm sorry.
Well, you got my answer, so.
True. Do your research and find your own answer, I suppose. If there's any lesson from this. Ikana Castle, where you have to use the fire arrows and the keg to get access to the room with Egos. There is an invisible platform, and that is lensless jumping. So the lens is the lens is logically required to make that jump. Wait, it's not enabled in standard? I thought it was.
No, it's
no.
not.
I meant the right thing, but confused the terminology. Okay, yeah, it's.
Yeah.
So this is Wart.
Yeah.
With a Kokiri sword, no less, which sucks. Absolutely hate trying to fight this guy. That is true.
Yeah.
I think at this point,
if you have Kokiri or Razor, I think you would just shoot arrows. That's what I do, at least.
Oh, even with Razor?
I don't know actually, but the quick spin on Gilded and GFS is big enough to where you can pretty reliably hit him every time. Also, I think I don't remember for sure, but I think the Lynn's, like the invisible chests, like the one in Lynn's cave, also have their own trick, but I might be mistaken. But I know you don't need Lynn's logically for those.
I guess if there were some other settings enabled where you were required to jump back, maybe? Like if Song of Soaring wasn't available?
Oh yeah.
Because like logically, there could be a seed where logically you're required to play Song of Time out of Lens Cave because...
I was about to say, wouldn't the seed just expect you to Song of Time at that point?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Lynn's chest is a trick, that's what I thought. Okay, nothing in shrines, so...
Oh, that's a point too. Revven doesn't have a hook shot or a Zor mask to make this straightforward. There's a little jump you can make here if you put yourself at an angle of that wall and jump. You can grab it. I think that's the only method Revven has available to him, because you can't... well, there's this, which is the intended way, I suppose, but...
Damn, I wish Shrine wasn't the answer in that one race that was similar to this. But it's not the answer here when I'm not playing. Gotta love it.
Oh, that's true. You're not supposed to have fire arrows here, are you? So, scratch that. Who else learned this dance as a kid? Should I say yes just to make him feel better? Because the answer is absolutely not.
Did Bro ever do a Keaton quiz?
Nope.
I feel like he didn't. Okay.
Nope, still hasn't done it.
It's still amazing to me that Bro was willing to do Shrine before Rosa's Sisters or Keaton quiz.
So we got another keg. I guess we're gonna go back to the mountains.
He's probably gonna. I would think he's gonna do Kamaro in the coast.
Wait, another keg? Did you not buy one initially, then?
I thought he did, but maybe he didn't, or he did and just forgot. And Earl, can you just buy another keg if you already have one in Randa?
Maybe.
I know you can do that with potions, but in vanilla you can't buy potions if your bottles are full. I used to get owned by that sometimes. I would have a red potion, I would have like a milk bottle, and I would forget to empty it and try to buy red potion, thinking I was gonna get stopped if I had a bottle content, and then I just wasted 30 rupees when it bought it anyway, and still had milk in there.
It's kind of shitty of the salesman to like still charge you.
Yeah, Bro going to the coast. Bro's still not doing Keaton quiz. He honestly, like, if you haven't routed it at this point, you probably just forgot.
Yeah, which I guess is which I guess is fine at this point if you haven't done it back then. He didn't peak the Biobaba Grotto.
I know a lot of people don't do that, I think, but I like peeking Biobaba there.
Oh, thank you, Def King, for raiding Brot with an audience of 6. That was 10 minutes ago. I think we gotta remind our runners to turn off their alerts. Hey, there's that 4th bottle.
Not doing STT for a 4th bottle. I mean, at this point, the bottleneck is like pretty clear to route. Like you do all of this stuff, and then you just go back to Mountain and check Keaton quiz and Goron race.
You definitely hope you come across Captain's Hat first.
Yeah, because at that point, it's just gonna be really fast.
Ice arrows were North Clocktown Ferry. That's a good point. Why do I emphasize North Clocktown? There's only one fairy fountain in Clocktown. It is what it is.
Imagine if Zora's on Icona map. I was gonna say, if it was there, bro, could have checked it before doing Shrine.
That is true, actually, yeah. It's interesting to me, too, that Broad had the opportunity to check Post Sisters as well. Because that was in Logic just as much as Shrine was.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just too long of a check to do.
With how little you have left, I can see it, but I'd probably want to do it later. Not sure though, but I could see doing it before Shrine with how much is left.
I'm enjoying Broad's randomized music playlist, but I gotta give the edge to Nika. I think her playlist just hits that with... It just hits differently. Broad has a few wildcard songs in his playlist, but... I'm gonna be keeping a track of this. Who's got the best playlist? Whose mixtape is fire? There we go, how about that?
Mine isn't as eclectic as some, but I've got stuff in there. A lot of it is still a lot of the default random music though. But I've seeked out some more stuff at points.
Okay, so apparently Blort is just using random songs entirely. So he's more like an Orteka concert than he is.
I didn't know Nika's was fully curated. That's cool.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Yeah, mine's just random too. I don't know how to curate it, but if I could, I'd probably do that.
I feel it's bad that Blotch just wasted time saving Mikau because we know nothing's here. Oh, it's a 5th bottle, I guess. Okay, Mikau, I didn't want your milk, but why did I say that?
Whoa! Come on, Mel.
Well, that's instant regret. That's 5 bottles. Sweet Jesus. Okay. So Revven...
You're gonna watch this. You're gonna watch this.
No, I'm not.
In like 1
No, I'm
year,
not.
And then you're gonna remember you said that. Also, yeah, I 100% agree with doing Cliff right now.
It's a tempting one to ignore, but you really shouldn't, especially with how little
really
you have left. Yeah.
Your most dense area is Cape.
Can we call this check Clifford? Asks Video James. It's a piece of heart. Yeah.
I had to place my bets. It's probably in Cape. Whatever bottleneck is.
It's looking likely at this point, yeah.
If it's not here, bro, it's just gonna go back to the mountain. And at that point, when he's done with the mountain, I think he'll just have Ho-Hut left.
Goran Race. And Keaton Quiz, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, he'll do Keaton Quiz in the mountain, I would think.
Oh, our foolish locations are Zor, Hole, Stockpot Inn, and Stone Tower. That was kind of odd. Well, I'm watching Revven's webcam. He is not happy with that goat fight in the slightest. I think calling it rough around the edges is being kind. That was a pretty bad showing, unfortunately.
Got still nothing. May as well peak like even though it can't have current progression.
That's true.
Happens that. May as well peak it though, I think.
It's like a silver rupee couple's mask. What was that?
Not tell. I think I agree, James.
That was thinking the same thing as well. If you're Brot, do you go ahead and just hit the owl statue and haul anyway, or do you think that's just too much of a time loss to the point where it's not worth it?
I like never hit the Hall Owl statue without Zora. I don't know
Gotcha.
if it's really worth it.
Right, back to the mountains we go.
Yep. Like I said, I think
Milk. Oh,
when Brot's
Gorman
done-
race.
Oh yeah. Oh, bro didn't do Gorman race. I forgot. He also hasn't done Hugo, but we know that's dead.
Nah, Revven didn't do Gorman race either, so this is a new check.
Yeah. 127 Goron race. New check. Let's go. Wouldn't surprise me if it's just here. But I mean, Mountain is kind of dense right now, so. Well, I say dense, but it's Keaton Quiz Goron Racing Keg Challenge.
I think Revven is about to go. Oh wait, the well. Yeah, the well is available as well. I completely forgot about that. We haven't seen Gower's Mask show up. So even though West Clock
I
Town,
totally forgot about the well.
Oh, that's a point. Oh, did all the other bottles end up being bottle locked? Where was Deku? There was one in Deku Palace, which... Wait, was that? We've seen 5. Where was... 2 of them have been in the Great Bay Coast. One was bottle locked on rescuing Korme. Oh, hey,
Wow.
look, there's Zora Mask.
There's Zora.
Alright, folks, you know the drill. If I'm commentating your race, you gotta do Gorman race.
Yeah.
You can't. Well, interestingly enough, had Revven have got the hook shot, crazily enough, he wouldn't be that far behind Brot in terms of what progression he could do.
Bro lost a lot of time looking for Zora.
It's really unfortunate that Revven never got that hook shot. Okay. Oh, is he gonna... Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, did he get it?
I don't know.
He got it! Ooh, that was a...
Oh.
That was so
Revven
close.
doesn't have lights, so when would he even get those if he got hookshot in Zora?
Because I don't think he's even got mountain... The moon's tier. Because where was that?
Swamp Archery?
Yeah, it was. It was Swamp Archery. Because we were talking about how that puts the bottom logic, but we just got the hookshot earlier. So yeah.
Zora Mask was the Gorman Brothers race.
Yeah, Revven just got it now. This could still come down to who finds Captain's Hat first, but...
It'd be interesting if Captain's Hat was just right here.
Yeah, unfortunately for Revven, I just don't see a scenario where he goes back and checks the tree. I can only imagine he's bought to or something else.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of missed it at this point. He's not getting it unless he remembers.
So I'm praying for some divine intervention. Revven's tracker says he's only got the 1 bottle. Surely he's got 2, at least, because of the one from saving Korme.
Yeah.
I didn't see what that was in Biobaba. Not Captain's Hat, yeah. So yeah, Revven can't get access to those light arrows because he has no Moon's Tear to get use of a Deku flower and no hookshot to hookshot up to it.
Yep. At this point, you have a lot of progression. Like Captain's Hat's probably just on your way. Like you're gonna have Eggs, Great Bay Temple, Stone Tower Temple, and potentially Woodfall Temple. Could be an oath hunt.
That'd be lame. Especially if it's like Letter to Mama or some shit.
Yeah.
Having a song item as your go mode item kind of scares me. Just in general.
Wouldn't
It
worry
could
about
really
it.
be anywhere.
Yeah. I'm not worrying about it too much though until I'm almost done with my progression.
Mm. So, another problem for Revven here is that he can't even do eggs. You need the hook shot.
Yeah, he can
stock-
start it, but he can't finish it.
Stockpot in Zora Hall Stone Tower. Oh, you foolishes. What is this song? What was that?
I have no idea.
I think I like it. I'm probably betting on it being in the interior. Honestly, I think the seed anticipates you getting all the items super early, but I don't see a situation where it's just not here.
Yeah, this is by far your most dense area.
Let's give a specific chest. I'm saying it's the... I'm realizing now I don't know the names of the chests in the interior. I'll say the one that's in the upper portion of the fortress, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the one above, like the alcove that leads to an egg.
Yeah. What's the name for that one in the spoiler log?
I don't know.
It's just called upper chest. Okay. So if you're just joining us, if you looked at the feeds alone, it looks like a close race, but unfortunately, Revven is lacking critical information as well as critical items. I don't think he's seen the seahorse's foolish hint. I assume that was up near the graveyard, that's why.
Yeah, it was.
Right. Oh, another thing to note as well, Revven never did archery minigame in Clocktown, so never got that mirror shield either.
I feel like even if Revven gets hook, like no matter where Captain's is, like he still has to go. Or I guess mirror doesn't matter, huh? But he still has to scavenge for those light arrows. Which could take him forever.
Also, we only have the one tracker with us today, so take it with a pinch of salt, but Revven doesn't have the lens either. Which was in... Oh wait, did he get the hints before he got to... He probably got the stock pot in Foolish Hints before.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he might not even have the lens. I just thought about it.
Also, my bet's dead. I bet tank chest.
Okay. What is the most efficient way of routing interior if you have 4 bottles?
I think what like if you're gonna do sewers after, I think it's what Bro's doing. Cause you end on the guarded chest and you get caught, and then you do sewers after.
Right. Okay.
I think what Bro's doing is best for the current circumstance.
Well, that was my bet. Okay, Revven's opted to do sewers first, so... We should find out pretty quickly if we're in go mode.
For Revven, that's his only option because he doesn't have a hook shot. Can't go to interior without going through here.
You almost hope for Revven's sake Captain's Hat's not here, not only for keeping him in the race, but that's more bait to keep him further and further away from that tree.
Yeah, you can do all that without hook shot. If you get Sonata, then you're gonna go there without hook shot.
Okay, 2 more checks in the sewer.
Woodfall Way of the Hero is only Woodfall proper. It's not Woodfall Temple. If that's what you mean.
Okay, Revven isn't even gonna go into interior. He's gonna do sewer and dip.
Yeah, he's not gonna bank on the 2 checks there in interior.
Because he knows that the hook shot's in the tree and he's about to go get it, and he's not going that way. Okay. It is unfortunate. Is that the first deed we've seen?
Yeah. It's completely irrelevant though, because In's dead and Hall's dead, so the deed does nothing.
Oh yeah, that's true, yeah.
It's actually a pretty funny coincidence that that's your first paper, the one that means literally nothing.
The poor tree that had to fall to make way for that useless deed. So we're getting day 1 Deku Playground. Not the most ideal one, but it's not the end of the world. You can't do repeat displacement on this day.
Yeah, you only lose like 10 seconds on day 1 compared to 2.
What's interesting to me is that Revven never checked the 2 chests he can check in Cape.
Yeah, he didn't. With Zora, I'd be pretty inclined to do those and hit the L before PF.
Oh, sorry, it's 3 chests. It's 3, yeah.
Yeah, you can check like the grotto and the underwater chest.
And I very...
gone... Oh wait, I guess he didn't have Seahorse Ascent, so going to Pinnacle Rock didn't make much sense to him, but... Yeah.
So yeah, Captain's Hat isn't here, so it's looking more likely that it's out towards either the canyon or up in the mountain. I don't know what Brot hasn't done in the mountain. I know Hungry Goron is an option, but he can't do that yet.
He's got Spring Twin Islands now that he is Zora.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Zora mask opens up 2 chests. Yeah.
So Goron race. I'm pretty sure Revven did Keg Challenge already. I know Bro did.
Yeah, he did. There was nothing. Oh, we're getting a Keaton quiz check here as well.
Yeah, Bro still hasn't done this. At this point, I just think Bro forgot. Dude.
There's a lot in your mind as you come out of Snowhead Temple, so it doesn't surprise me that... Was it immediately on your mind? Giant's Mask.
G Twin Molten Logic.
That's interesting that Broad doesn't... I've noticed that Broad doesn't side hop into the water and press B. Is it always a time save to do that, or does it not really matter? As long as you dive in a specific way?
I'm pretty sure it should be faster.
Okay. There you go, Broad. That's one optimization for you. If you side hop into water and press B as you go into it, you just kind of sink immediately.
You can do that with just a normal roll too. It's just
okay.
It's just more tight.
Broad did do Rosa Sisters in the end. There was nothing.
So Actually, I don't think it'd make a difference. Something you can do something like an OOT when you like put the iron boots on when you're like moving through the water, and you can like keep decent speed with the iron boots on, if you know what I'm talking about. If that makes sense. You can do the similar thing with like doing a quick dive. You can like quick dive, hold a direction, and you can like do movement like while you're falling down,
Okay.
instead of just like sitting there while you fall.
If you're brought, I guess you're hoping for Oath because you don't want to have to hunt for Captain's Hat.
Yeah.
Just as far as keeping your overload time of day in check.
And it's Oath.
Okay, so you can go mode.
Interesting,
that's
bro,
simple.
soaring away, because I feel like I would just hit K-Bell at this point. Like, already
He can
done
also,
everything.
yeah, he can also check the chest underwater. He never got a chance to check as
Yeah.
well.
Like, you can just skip by beavers and do it after Great Bay Temple. Though I guess if you don't want to do Great Bay Temple first, you kind of commit to it by going K-Bell at that point. So if you don't like doing Great Bay Temple before ISTT, then I guess probably not what you
That's
want.
true, yeah. Where was Hookshot? The Hookshot was in the tree on the path to Snowhead. Sorry, the path to Southern Swamp.
Huh. Bro doing this before his dungeons, maybe it's either a safe play or he wants to reset in case of Larry Cafe.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. That's what I would do, personally.
Yeah, I can see this, like especially with this current in-game time. It feels like a good safe play, especially in this race.
So what's the optimal way of starting this race? Because I've seen you in the past back up and get a rolling start.
Yeah, the ideal way to do it is as soon as you start, hold right, and you switch to holding down, and you switch to like up, right, up, and then you end up just doing like a half circle, and by the time the race starts, you have spikes and you're at the starting line.
Gotcha. So Revven's struggling now. I think Cape is the last location he really has.
Riley, we think it's just a safe play, and he wants to reset in case of Lair de Cafe. Like he wants to do this and then reset and not have to worry about it. We think it's just a safe play at this point. Oh, dang.
God,
this one.
God, I hate going race. I hate it. Shit like this, man.
I can't really disagree with Broad's play here. I think if it was like a weekly or something, I don't think you would do this, but I think in this 1v1, it's a good play.
So logically, Revven has Pirate Fortress Interior, at least the 2 chests in there available. He's got free checks in Zora Cape. I'm guessing Goran Race is on the table for him as well. Yeah, there's no reason why it wouldn't be. So, he still hasn't gone Pinnacle Rock either. That's...
Actually, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I wonder if Bro maybe... I don't think Bro feels behind, but I feel like there is some concern with how late Bro got Zora Mask.
Do you think
like,
the Shrine play kind of messed him up a little?
Yeah, and he basically, minus the well and Poa in Goran Race, he basically did everything else. Like, if you're Bro, you're thinking Revven didn't miss the hook shot, so I feel like you may think you might not be too, like, incredibly far ahead.
It's not comfortable at this point, yeah.
Especially if you think Revven's gonna do Gorman race. 'Cause I think normally you would think that people aren't gonna miss the tree, so you just assume that.
Oh, also, I would assume that if an opponent is vanilla, 9 times out of 10, you go straight to Milk Road afterwards and do Gorman race.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would go.
Oh,
Oh,
no! Oh no!
Oh.
That is awful.
Wow. I feel like the whole reason he did this was to avoid that, and look what just happened.
But hey, that's a nice consolation. At least that's.
Yeah, that's so tragic. Flashbacks to that one call where it led to lights, like led to cafe led to lights behind Spring.
That is actually disgusting. I feel so bad for Brots, because that's the worst thing.
Like I said, it's so bad because I feel like the whole reason he did this was to avoid something like that. But
I mean, look at the time. Look at the time. This is disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So what do you do now if you're Brot? What do you do? Do you just cross your fingers and pray that's nothing, or
I think you just do your dungeons. I don't think you go back for this yet. I think you just go for your dungeons.
Whoa, he went down that slope really. I know that's not what he intended to do, but Christ, that was quick.
Latest for letter is like 11:26. That's when the postman checks the post box near laundry pool. It's the last one he checks. I can't remember the exact times, but yeah, it's like 11:28 or something.
It's past 11. I know that much. Yeah.
Yeah. He checks the other South Clocktown post box first at like 9:30. I can't remember the times for the ones in between that and the last one though, but I have them written down somewhere.
Unfortunately for Revven, I believe he forgot to hand in the picture for Seahorses before going to Pinnacle Rock. I don't have his audio up, but he looks pretty visibly irritated after playing Song of Soaring coming from Pinnacle Rock. He's gonna go get the letter, I think.
He's going back for the letter, okay.
Probably... Well, there's Hungry Goron too.
I think if you want to do Hungry Goron, you don't do this first.
Yeah, that's what... Like, so... This is it's 1 check versus 3 gamble, isn't it?
And also, it's bro. He loves doing letter to cafe.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame him. When you consider density isn't abundant in this game, having 3 checks you can get immediately is pretty heckin' good. Now, my V-Stream history would seem to suggest I don't like the letter. I do. I'm just a memer. I do like the letter, but yeah, I get behind what Ward's doing. I think you're right that Goron race play. The fact that he lost the first race too in the last corner is really... Oh god, I feel for the guy, but I'm glad he's going back for it, because there's nothing worse than that anxiety of, oh shit, if this is something, then I'm gonna lose mentality. I don't think that's hit. It hit. Okay. He still would have been late, would he?
What was his time when he got it? I don't even remember.
It was like 12. It was like 12 o'clock in the second day. I think he would have had the time. I think that's why he was mashing. Actually, he would have been mashing anyway, but yeah.
I still would be way more inclined to do my dungeons, but I can see this play, I guess.
It is odd, isn't it, that he could be doing these dungeons, but choosing not to.
I would do dungeons and go back for letter like straight after dungeons. I feel like that's a pretty reasonable play. Even if you do letter before like the well or STT, I think that's fine. Oh, Bro's gonna realize he can't do this. Wait, what?
You can?
What? I thought what?
Yeah, I
thought
thought time could never pass at this point. Yeah.
I thought you couldn't Song of Double Time. Maybe that's only. Is that only Song of Time? Maybe it's only Song of Time.
Yes. So, NyQuil.
Okay, it must be a Song of Time thing.
If you're wondering why Brot has done this dungeon for a second time, it's because there is a time-sensitive item which you can only get access to after you've completed the dungeon, which he unfortunately got too late.
Yeah. If the Zora hunt didn't take him so long, he would have been on time for sure.
Hmm.
Knowing Broad's luck with lair to cafe spots like that, Captain Set's gonna be behind it.
Mm-hmm. What do we not want to see behind Cafe's letter? Like, if you're in Broad's position right now, what's the one piece of bait that just you do not want to see come up? I guess maybe letter to Mama because you don't have Cafe's mask? Or maybe Cafe's mask itself, yeah. I would say Romani's mask, but that's not awful, because at least you can do dungeons while you're waiting for time of day to pass. That's definitely worse later on in the playthrough. I gotta say, if you're brought, you're so used to like being in go mode at the 1 hour mark, and we're approaching 2 hours, and you've only got one dungeon done. Do you think that's creeping into his head a little bit?
Bro must be thinking about his position in the race, because like theoretically, like everything is pretty on the way, minus Zora, like kind of. But Gorman race is like a default to a lot of people, so I think it's technically on the way. But everything feels super easy and on the way so far. So Bro must be somewhat considering how he's doing in the race right now. I would think, at least.
I've just realized too, Revven also has the grotto in the graveyard available to him. Revven didn't do Swamp Archery either. But even if he does get the Moon's Tear to get those light arrows, that really doesn't help him in the slightest.
Yeah.
I guess if you're Revven, you're considering that South Clocktown right now can only be Wave Hero for the bottle. So maybe there's an emphasis to check bottle lock stuff before doing anything else. But that might just be because all bottles are locked behind that one.
Alright, we're getting Captain Sat behind letter.
Beavers wasn't hinted, no.
Nope, no Captain Sat.
Broad's follower animation is cute.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that, yeah. Sorry, what was on Capri's letter? I was too...
Nothing.
Distracted. Nothing? Okay.
Is this junk?
Well... Unfortunate, but I guess you're feeling better than you would. Oh, the land title deed was down there. Okay.
Bro's going for gossips.
Is there some logic we're not thinking of that suggests that these temples can't have anything?
I don't think so. I think Bro's just going... I don't even know what Bro's thinking right now. I don't know what Bro's thinking anymore at this point.
Also, I was just watching Revven and I'm frustrated for him. You know when you climb a ledge but there's like a rock or sign in front of you? So you just have that infinite following loop? Hate that!
Yeah.
So we're gonna get the first look at the underwater chest in Cape. So that's a new check at least. If this is a captain's hat, then Broad's going to be shitting bricks when he eventually sees it. I think Broad's going to be panicking regardless, because this is quite a long time to go without doing dungeons and not finding new items.
Yeah. I think he just committed to the safe place. This is point like doing underwater and Biobaba.
God, I so wish that Revven saw the hook shot. This could have been a really good race.
I actually think if he saw the hook shot, he'd be ahead right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Okay, that's a piece of heart, so... Both of our runners, well, Revven can't, but there's Beavers, that's available. Revven did Gossip Hindstones earlier, so we know nothing's here.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Oh, right, yeah, he did. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. Revven is inverting. What's he planning? What's the time of day for him like? Maybe he didn't check Curiosity Shop, or 10 o'clock on the night of day 1. What could that be for? Maybe he's hoping he finds Captain's Hat sooner or later?
Maybe it's just a safe invert anticipating for items.
That could just be it too, I suppose, yeah. Oh, we're safe scumming something.
Revven must forget that In's foolish, because you'd safe scum this for toilet usually, but In is foolish.
Oh, do you think that's what this is? But why would you invert at 10 PM?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to do toilet later, but like, yo, I wonder if he's gonna check the tree. Probably not, but maybe?
Because if he inverts it to do Swamp Archery, it's too late. Oh, he uninverted, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, bro messed up Keegan quiz.
He does not know the lore.
4 mailboxes.
We don't know, Toasty. We can only assume that Blort is panicking and trying to get the jump on Revven by finding Captain's Hat in the overworld instead of full clearing dungeons.
Curious what Revven's doing. He went back to the owl and saved again? After turning in the land deed? Is he going for the tree? I mean, he's probably going for a swamp archery, but maybe he'll look at the tree again.
I can't imagine.
Wait, is he doing it?
I'm gonna go ahead and put audio up on Revven's side.
he's doing it.
I can't imagine this is gonna be pleasant.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But hey, he's got the hookshot now. That's fantastic news.
Unfortunately for him, he's still an entire eggs behind and needs to find light arrows. Well, did he do PR?
Yes. He is surprisingly calm about this.
Yeah.
He's taking this remarkably well.
I still don't think Revven's gonna easily catch up. Surely Bro's going to dungeons soon.
Surely, yeah.
Yeah, Captain's Hat for Bro. Revven still needs to find the light arrows on South Clocktown Day 3 chests.
A giant's mask is a hint.
Yeah, it says go do twin mold. Get your Captain's Hat. Okay, I'm guessing Bro's doing GBT play.
Just clip into the grave. Why even do it intended?
Yeah, just go and get Sonata and be done.
So as far as the egregious checks go, we've got beavers, we've got what do we have? I guess uninverted Stone Tower Temple kind of falls in that category.
That one's not bad though. It's like relatively dense.
Did anyone check the pillar in Icona Castle? No, because it's foolish. Never mind. It's
yeah.
So there's a well.
Yeah. A lot of time I would go for ISTT here, but I think since you haven't checked underwater, I think GBT first is pretty good here.
I'm surprised Bort isn't in... Oh no, there's no point inverting, because if you get Captain's Hat, you need to reset cycle regardless.
And then... What do we do? I feel like he'll... Oh, he's... Okay, he's gonna do GBT. I would guess he's gonna do Beavers after this with how he's playing.
Pray for Bort that he doesn't find Letter to Mama in here. Fisherman game was hinted. Yeah, it was. Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter when you do this, really. Unless you find Letter to Mama and Cafe's mask.
That would be the worst.
Could find Romani's mask too, but... Like, Romani's mask could get you into the bar anytime at that point.
Bort looks way further to the left than... Oh, he goes for a long jump strat? No. I was gonna say, he looks way too far to the left angled wise. Oh, this camera angle's kind of... Yeah, that's... I think Bort accidentally lined up with the wrong marking on the wall. Yeah, there it is. Am I still 2 seconds ahead, by the way, chat? Is it good now? I refreshed my page. Didn't even notice it, okay. Which, I've gotta say, behind, like up here in the commentary booth, behind the scenes, this commentary page, it's nice. It looks so clean. That background's lovely, and the tracker, where it is with the chat, like, I don't think whoever designed this gets enough credit. This is a mighty fine commentators page to watch off of. Like, y'all should be jealous of us. Like, this is luxury. Interesting that Broad doesn't... Yeah, interesting that Broad doesn't go for one of the highlights grab or the recoil here.
Yeah, this hasn't tried to learn it, or he just isn't consistent at it yet.
I cannot believe that my dirty laundry from Ocarina of Time is being dragged into Majora's Mask. Why do kids love the taste of cinnamon crunch? I don't think we even have cinnamon crunch here. I assume I know what it is. I was gonna say, that long jump looks a bit sketch, and yeah, that's...
Yeah, he wasn't close enough to the edge.
Wave a hero hints we have is, sorry, R, it's plural. South Clock Town, which had a light we had the light arrows, but potentially also the bottle could have had the other bottles locked behind it. West Clock Town, I can't concentrate because again. Okay, Broad didn't get the what do you call that? The bunk off the wall strat to get up there.
Oh, did he miss it, or did he not go for it?
He missed it initially, but a very clean backup strat afterwards.
Yeah,
I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised that some of Broad's strats in here. There's a few more optimal strats which I assume Broad would know.
I don't think Bro does a lot of the fast strats for dungeons, from what I can tell.
That's interesting. Did he still shoot Igor with the light arrows from the bottom?
I'm pretty sure he does. I'm fairly sure he does the recoil flip.
Okay. And the third wave of hero hint was Woodfall, which had the powder keg.
Yeah. I don't know if you mentioned West Clocktown, but Goron was there. And at this point, Gibdo is probably way the hero for there as well. It's so funny what Bro's name means. When I first found out what it meant, I thought of that SpongeBob clip.
I believe it is a direct reference from that too. Oh
Yeah,
my god, that
that's-
Biobaba is fucking horrifying.
I think considering how niche the phrase like bread in a can is, it's probably just a reference to that.
I remember too when I first learned about that name, my YouTube recommendations came up with a video about that scene in like 26 different languages. And you know those moments where you feel like people are definitely listening in on my conversations? Big
Yeah.
vibe for that.
Yeah.
I don't even like SpongeBob. Don't know what I was doing in there. Okay, so Brought isn't going for
Not going for
Brought. Ooh, how do you feel about that?
I don't really agree with it, really. Like maybe he'd actually, I don't know, does he feel behind now? I don't even know. Honestly, like even like if I was Bro, even if I was 1 seed, I feel like I might be behind right now with all the stuff I've done and getting Zormask late.
Yeah, I'd agree with that too.
Like
It's
beyond
curious
ISTT, like you don't have like Stone Tower's foolish. Like doing Wart seems like a relatively okay odds play, and you're like never going back for it if it has something.
Yeah, his movement looks a bit off too. I can only imagine some anxieties or some worries are beginning to settle in.
Yeah. It's 208 and he's only doing his second dungeon. He's had access to it for a while now.
And messing up Fireless, I know like it's one of those things that easily gets me irritated. On any other day this would be easy, but on a day like today it just ends up being a nightmare. All your angles are off. You press the A, but Link doesn't even bother rolling, so you just jump off.
Yeah, at this point I think Bro is definitely nervous.
He's still going for a lot of the jats, which I would say are a bit risky, so... Still putting on a show. But yeah, where is this captain's hat?
Yeah. If it's on Wart, Revven honestly might have a chance here. Especially if he's going straight for the dungeons after eggs. He's just finishing up eggs now, so maybe he's gonna go for dungeons.
Which you'd assume he would. I don't think there's much reason to not.
Yeah. At this point I would just go for dungeons, like no matter what.
He's still got the South Clocktown Wave of Hero pointing him to lights. Let's just hope he hasn't forgot about it.
Oh yeah, he might still think it's the bottle. But there was the bottle in Coast Grotto, which is certainly not bottle locked in any way this seed, I believe.
That is true, yeah.
At this point I feel like even if it's in a bad spot, Bro probably still has the lead. But if it's Wart, I think Bro could lose this. But I think almost any other spot, he's probably still okay.
Now, where's Revven going?
Did he never...
I can only think that he's buying Blue Potion.
going to? Is he going to the well?
That's all I can think of. Because I don't know why you would be here if you don't have a wallet.
It's Garo. That's not Gibdo locked.
No, we haven't found anything in the canyon actually, have we?
It doesn't matter because Goron was way the hero there, but that kind of confirms about
So that puts a little bit less stress on getting yourself over to the well, I guess, but...
And I don't think I would care about the well if I found Goron there.
Okay, so Revven did purchase Blue Potion. That, to me, is a dead ringer for a well play. What else is Revven gonna... Okay, so yeah, Broad's also gonna make the play for Bank 2, I guess.
I mean, I'm not doing backwards all before.
Wait, no, Broad's buying Blue Potion.
If I was Broad, I would do well after ISTT. That makes the most sense. Like 100%.
It might be quicker to just...
You just go straight to ISTT, and then after you land from Twin Mold, you do the well. It looks like Broad's not doing that, though.
Nope.
And go straight for well.
Okay,
Which I don't
Revven...
agree with, but Bro is probably feeling pretty bad right now.
Revven definitely doesn't have the stock put in Foolish Hint.
Yeah. I don't know if forwards well even makes sense from a being behind perspective. But maybe he just thinks Broad's like almost done at this point.
Well, given where the hook shot was, I think you're inclined to feel a bit behind, aren't you?
Yeah. At this point, if I was Revven, I would probably think I would be at least like half an hour behind or something. So maybe this is just a crazy play.
Revven doesn't have the light arrows. He needs to prepare for the well differently.
Yeah, he's gonna do forwards well.
Ugh. So we're about to see, what is it, 5 beans?
Yep.
5, yeah.
Also, yeah, Revven should definitely try to consider South Clock 10 way of the hero, because Bottle is pretty ambiguous, and we know that he's found bottles that weren't bottle locked.
Lights South Clocktown Day 3 chest. Revven only found a hook shot about 14 minutes ago, so hasn't had an opportunity to check it. We're fast forward in time of day though, this is promising. This is really
I think if you
promising.
get that hook shot at 4 hours, or not 4, at 2 hours, you just assume you just lose automatically at that point, so...
Although, to counter that point, if it was a 4 hour mark and your opponent hasn't finished, maybe you do feel good, because maybe your opponent's been whisked away somewhere. There's only one more check for Brought here.
Yep.
So if it's not here, then where? Beavers?
We've got ISTT and STT, those are like our two
of course,
best
right,
options so
yeah.
far.
Sorry, I'm not used to seeing people do the well before. But when I see people in the well, it's like a desperation.
Usually...
Oh god, yeah.
I mean, you'd usually just do the well after ISTT, unless maybe you're checking elegy like right before ISTT, then maybe you do the well with it.
So, good news for Revven. He's made the places for South Clocktown, and he's going to get the light arrows.
But so then is he just going to do... Is he going to do Shrine and get baited just like Bro did?
He's probably going to check the Ikana Castle first to see if he's in go mode.
Oh, that's true, actually.
I don't know where he's going now. Unless he knows something we don't, because... He could be in go mode, I don't know why he's...
Honestly, Aris, I don't think like 4 hour clears happen anymore for top players. I don't think I've ever taken 4 hours for a seed. Like, I've had 2 seeds that were like 340, but it's about the extent of it.
Surprised Revven is still going forward. Oh, did our last chest have nothing?
Yeah, I had nothing.
Okay, so the well doesn't pay out. Yeah, I mean, Brot has to go to Stone Tower Temple at this point. He's got nothing else.
Feels like Revven's just gonna do everything except for dungeons, but we'll see. I guess he hasn't been up to Icon Isle yet.
Yeah, no hook shot. He couldn't.
Perhaps they'll go to ISTT here.
We can't do
Temple's
Woodfall.
behind go mode. Yeah.
Pohut is an option, yeah. Pamela, I guess, technically is. Because I'm not convinced the lens
We're still not
makes
sure
that
about
foolish.
the lens foolish thing.
I'm
with
pretty
this song.
sure it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it only matters if like I was up behind the song in the castle. Also, Revven had like 3 bomb chew jump at him at once. That was crazy.
Yeah, this is definitely a STT play or ISTT play.
So even if one of the conditionals requires a foolish item, that makes the entire thing foolish. You know, if on Revven's side, if you're gonna take the time to shoot the Octorok, would you not just shoot them with the ice arrows?
I mean, at that point, yeah. Like, if you're doing early Icona, you may as well not bother the Octoroks, and if you do, you may as well just do the ice arrows thing.
I guess I'm
This is
curious to.
kind of insane if this is Captain's Hat, because you could have done this before Secret Shrine even.
Hmm.
It's not that it was a bad play not to, but your go mode could have been Zora if it's here.
I was confused why you would do Shrine but then orphan this, admittedly. Like, yeah, I don't think it's a bad play at all either, but it's curious why you wouldn't come back here afterwards.
Yeah, you really don't have much left when you're doing Shrines, so...
That's probably it too, yeah.
Like, with how much you had left, like, doing Pohut pretty soon kinda made sense. But you might just put it off until you're done with your density, which would be Coast and Cape.
What's up, Alf? Foolish Location, Stone Tower, Zora Hall, and what was the other one? The Stockpot Inn, that's it, yeah. Oh. It's gotta be Stone Tower Temple at this point, right?
Like, surely. Or it's just Wart.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be terrible. That'd be terrible for Brot. I wonder if eventually, if Bro doesn't see a finish, maybe he'll... Or I don't know if he looks at race time, but maybe if he doesn't see a finish, he'll start feeling a bit better about his position.
Just a silver rupee. Not Song of Storms for Revven. So as far as progression goes, Brot has Great Bay Temple over Revven, but that's it.
Yeah.
I think for Revven to come back into this, Revven needed to be the first one to get to Stone Tower Temple. I'm really surprised at how little people are... Like, maybe Revven is kind of convinced himself not to do dungeons because Brot would have finished by now kind of mentality.
Yeah. I would, especially with where, like how easy the hookshot and like light arrows were, I feel like that's not a bad mindset to play under. But I feel like normally you would be doing dungeons right now. You would like there's no reason to put them off at this point. It doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, we have bank too.
That's
Where
true.
was Brot's wallet? Got
Wasn't it?
Somewhere.
It was in Great Bay Temple, wasn't it?
Yeah, it probably was.
It's that chest with the bomb tree that's beside it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. It's the one in the same room as the boss key.
It's the compass chest.
That's the compass chest, alright.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was there. It was there. So are we saying right now that the only way Revven comes back into this is if Wart has the captain's hat?
I think, in my opinion, I think that's the case. I have to agree with that, Boo.
See, I'm not inclined to believe that. I think Blort even gets to Wart before Revven does at this point, because Blort has so little left.
Unless it's like some meta game, like I don't think skipping Wart there makes sense.
Blort also has Hungry Go and...
Yeah, I don't think Bro cares about that though.
True.
Though he probably would go back for that before Wart, if I had to guess.
That's a curious angle Blort's taken here.
Yeah.
It didn't look... Yeah,
I'm pretty sure using a bomb there is faster, but like in glitchless, I do the strat where you just like YOLO and angle and it's pretty fast. But since you can do that recoil, I feel like it's faster than doing the jump slash.
Oh no. What are those enemies called? The armored Deku Rammers, what are they called?
I think they're just hip loops, but they're armored. Like they're the same ones in Woodfall, but got some armor this time.
Wait, they're called hip loops?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until now. Hip loops.
Yeah, hip loops.
I'm trying to piece what the... Why loop? Wait, what? Whatever. So, Kakiri Sword Gomez, so this will take a while.
Revven's probably just gonna do Shrine here.
I'm so surprised.
I don't know, if it was in dungeons, I feel like you would think, bro, it's just done.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, he's
Also,
not
I'm curious if it's the Ocarina of Time Vandal player in me. You see a dungeon and you just run to it.
I mean, I feel like that's what you should do most of the time, but... There's probably some metagaming going on.
So I'm hoping this is a play for Poe Hut into Stone Tower Temple for Revven.
Yeah, probably is, or not. Not even Poa. Did he do Poa earlier? I don't. No, wait,
Nope.
no, he didn't. He hasn't gone up to Icona until like just now. So.
Not even restocking his magic before fighting Igor, so someone's confident of their aim.
I mean,
And rightfully so.
magic
That was
he
pretty
has
clean.
is
Yeah.
a lot of extra shots with that much magic.
And yeah, the bank heart piece check is not in logic without the third wallet. So each progressive wallet adds another check to the bank. Ooh, okay.
Whoops.
So if you joined us in Season 1 and haven't been keeping up with Season 2, or what's changed in Season 2, you might be wondering what the hell Brot is doing in this room. This is a small key, right? None of the doors have been locked. We don't need small keys anymore, which means all the chests that used to have small keys now have items. So dungeons have a few more checks.
Yep.
I was really hoping that was the captain's hat to make that a definitive point in that point, but no. It means after this, Brot's more than likely going to go into Uninverted Stone Tower because...
That's his best play by like a mile right now.
Yeah, like how many checks did I have before Keezy was enabled?
Before
4.
there was map, compass, light arrow? I think it was just 3. But now...
Now it's 5,
now
right?
it's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5. It's like way better now. And Snowhead Temple is like insane now. I mean, I think Snowhead Temple is already good, but it's even better now.
Oh wait, you know what else is in logic for Brot?
What?
The Smithy.
Oh wait, we're still not sure about that though because of the lens thing. I think at this point we're convinced that it rules out Smithy as well.
Wait, does that... What, because of the hot spring water requirement conditional?
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Oh no, what time of day is it for Revven? Oh, he's gonna get the cafe letter on final... Oh god.
Wait, does FA lock wallet? I'm trying to think.
No, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, FA locked Epona.
Oh right, it was a Yof song, wasn't it? Of course, yeah.
This logic is dumb.
So, prior to Revven picking up the letter, he,
Revven going straight for STT, not even ISTT. Or wait, is that it? No. Or yes, that is what he's doing. He's going straight for STT.
Oh, that's exciting.
I mean, I still think Bro's gonna do it right after this, but...
Unless he rushes Beaver Race, but I don't see why.
I don't see why he's not gonna do STT here. No captain's hat in here.
Jesus Christ, first AT Link rolls so quickly, what the hell?
Oh my god.
Oh, Revven, buddy.
Tragic.
That's for Cafe's letter and the Goldust back to back. That's
What's he doing? Is he making the immediate play for Light's chest?
maybe.
I can kind of see it. Like, it's so late in the seed, bro, it's not done.
Could it be quicker to just soar phone? Ah, no, surely not.
It's after Light's chest, I'll soar back to the entrance and do the rest. I really want to know when Revven's gonna do Great Big Temple. Because Wart could...
You're looking for that water, yeah.
If he never does it, though, it's not gonna matter. I just really want to see if Wart has Captain Set. Obviously, Broke getting that at a decent time.
That's way better for Brot than it is for Revven, absolutely. It'll only be bad for Brot if it leads to more bait and just gives Revven a bit more time to try and claw back the time he's lost.
Yeah, like Romani's Master Laird of Mama. Speaking of bait. That's not that bad, but it's still probably some bait nonetheless.
Pretty funny.
But at this point, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Captain Set was behind that.
Can you equip Zora Mask as child to climb up on this ledge? Okay, you can.
Yeah.
Probably would have been better to do that if you failed the first time round.
Yeah, I think it usually is.
So I guess if you want Revven to win this, I guess you don't want to see Captain's Hat hit, or you do? I'm not too sure.
You don't. I still stand by that if it's Revven's chances if it's on Wart, but it seems like he doesn't want to go to Great Bait Temple. Also, Ocean Deed on Light's chest. Got Bunny Hood, Postman, and Logic. Let's go.
Okay, so Revven just opted to go straight for Light Owl's chest and then soar back out. There it is.
It's not really a surprise. Area was pretty dense. It's a GG for Bro.
Yep. We gotta wait a bit. Because there's no way you're gonna make it get past midnight for go modding Woodfolk Temple.
Yeah. I'm really curious what they were both thinking throughout the seed with some of the plays they made.
And I wonder what lessons you take if you are coming up against one of these two. Good. I guess if you prefer to go to dungeons as soon as they are available anyway, it doesn't affect you too much, but if you like sticking around in the overworld, does it change your mind too much? Does it?
This one's interesting, so I feel like Bro did not play this how I expected him to, especially after getting Zora. But like I said, I can only attribute that to like being a metagame. It's really my guess. I mean, Brot certainly played the first like hour of the seed how I expected him to. Like, I'm not really surprised what he did for the beginning at all.
Oh, we
Like,
did get Bunny. We did get Bunny Hood. It was in. It was here. This is the Bunny Hood, yeah.
Captain says this chest right here, small key.
So we do have a full tracker board.
Revven in go mode, but still a few dungeons behind.
Yeah, I guess they're both in go mode. But as a tracker, at what point do you hit the go mode button? When they absolutely have all the things, or when they are on the path, like absolutely on the path towards finishing?
I don't know. Probably just last song, so it just looks right on the tracker, I guess.
Fair. Why am I yawning? It's only 8:45.
last It's interesting that Bro doesn't do Goron fight, probably just doesn't know how to do it.
I prefer using jump slash strats here as well. Although I've learned that for this part here, it's absolutely worth using Goron Mask because these crouch stabs are so slow.
Goron Mask is just way faster if you have Curie. Eris, I think you make the potentially poor decision and stay up. Because that's
Whose
what I would
race is
do.
that?
Elf and Sea Falcon. And obviously, I'm the person to come to when it comes to life decisions. So I'm definitely not complete degen.
Not the most graceful start to your Go mode dungeon, but this doesn't matter because you're wasting time anyway.
You're early anyway. Ideally, since you're early, you take off Deku here and never put it. You also don't put on Goron, but it's not gonna matter, but... Like, ideally what you do here, you take off Deku and you stay human the whole dungeon, since you're early.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. You don't pause the in-game time doing the mass transitions. Like, bro, it's just wasting time putting on Deku here. Like, you can just swim through the water and you're not gonna lose time because you have like a year to wait anyway.
He's not hook shot in the torch either. Wait, the boss key. I'm a dingus. Yep.
Okay, sorry, I lied. You have to put on Deku here, but that's just, that's absolutely mandatory.
I was questioning why the hell was he not going straight to Ottawa. My goodness.
Well, what I should have said to future-proof my statement was you only need to put on Deku here when it's absolutely mandatory. Which is 2 times.
This sounds like a song taken from Donkey Kong Country.
It's a Banjo-Kazooie song.
Ah, okay.
Bro, putting on Deku again. I'm very mad.
Oh, so would you jump down as adult? Would you jump down as human and just?
Yeah, you can just jump down as human and climb up. You can either hookshot the torch or climb up the platform on the other side.
Okay. And that's quicker than flying over as Deku?
It's not, but when you have to wait for in-game time, there's no reason to waste the mass transitions.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Of course, yeah.
That's what I was saying with like not putting on Deku.
So even putting on Fierce Deity Mask has lost Broad a little bit of time.
Yeah.
That's amusing. And this is Star Fox music, right? No.
I don't. If it is, it's a Star Fox game I haven't played. Now we're in wait mode.
What do you tend to do when you wait? I like to practice gain as Zora for the East Clocktown chest, but you're probably wasting time. But oh no, yeah, because the cutscene's no longer a thing in South Clocktown, so I guess you just sit there. I don't know. Practice gainers as Deku.
As of the recent versions, there's no cutscene here.
Yeah. I guess if you're a speedrunner, you just practice the gainer here as Deku.
This is a pretty good thing to do while you wait.
That's a pretty neat thing, yeah. Can we get a cat jam chant going, please, Drunus? There we go. Feels bad that Brought and Revven can't join in because we're not supposed to say anything until the race is finished. Actually, now would be a good time to ask the chat, what questions do you want to send Brought and Revven's way? What are you planning, Brought? What are you doing?
Dang, can't see it on restream.
I thought he was about to show it on the restream. No. Just as well, I guess.
It's midnight for Brute. I'll never forget yesterday when I ran out of magic during Wrath. That was tragic.
Oh, did you have Fierce Deity, or was it just...
Yeah, I had FP. I wasted like 40 seconds on Wrath.
What do you do at that point? Do you just...
I ran out of magic. I went for the magic jar, but I should have just taken off FD and shot Wrath with the light arrow at that point.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
But I was just dumb and just stayed FD.
Okay, Revven's getting a stun lock on Ottawa with Kokiri Sword. That is not easy.
Yeah, I kept getting whipped when I was going for the magic jar. It was so bad.
I feel that. Alright, that was a pretty impressive fight from Revven there.
gonna see a 247 from Brute. That's actually the clip I have of that is amazing. God, that was already like 6 months ago. It's insane. Doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Broke got hit right as Incarnation ended. GG.
There it is. BrotinderDose finishes in first place with a time of 2:47:34.
Let me just enter the dungeon at least.
Wow, the audacity of this guy showing up in the chat to congratulate himself.
Bro, hop into the waiting room.
Well, I can at least finish, but I don't know what they want me to do.
Get in here, Mr. Bread.
Here's the bread.
Wouldn't it be Mr. in a can? Oh, hey, Brot, how's it going?
GG.
Hey, what's up?
Congratulations on winning. Go ahead, you get the first word. How did you find it?
Disgusting.
I
It's a pretty jet seat, except for my side, Zora and Captain's Head. Yeah. Full clear the whole seat to get Captain's Head in Stone Tower Temple. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. All you had left was like Smithy, Beavers, and maybe like one or two other things.
Smithy, Beavers,
Hungry
the
Goron.
Lanteed on the like in Cape.
Yeah, Hungry Goron.
Mask of
they're-
Truth, by the way.
Oh, yeah. My luck. Did Revven found a sword?
Nope.
No
shit.
Nope, neither of you found anything of use other than FD.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if Revven told you, but his big thing was not seeing the hookshot this seed. He got it at like 2 hours.
Where was the hookshot again? I forgot.
It took him
The road to Swamp Tree.
I think what
Oh
happened
shit.
is I think he
Oh
actually
shit.
was like
How can you skip that?
I think I don't know if he peeked it and missed it or just forgot to check it, but he might have just seen it as something else.
I think that's what's happened. I think Revens peeked it, saw it as something else, and realized 2 hours in, oh shit, what if? What if it is the hookshot?
Yeah, he was trading the land deed and he went back for the tree.
So yeah, that kind of that put a big old gap between the two of you. But you were a very fair competitor. You tried your absolute best to not find the captain's hat and did a whole bunch of stuff away from dungeons. We gotta ask, what was the thinking?
like,
I'll let Jess ask the question.
The main thing we were curious was like after you did eggs, you just like never did dungeons. We were curious if you were like feeling bad or like behind, or if it was like a meta game or something because of how much time you lost to Zora up to that point.
Yeah, I was thinking just like, oh my god, if Zora was there, Captain's Head could be on the easy check that I skipped and to clear all the dungeons and stuff, and miss Captain's Head that early could be really bait for me. So I went back for all the small checks and yeah, got baited.
Yeah.
I hate to ask this, Brot. Hypothetically, if you get Goron Race first try, would you have had enough time to hand in the letter?
Oh shit, yeah, I guess. I'm not sure.
It looked like he was dead on 12 when you got the letter.
I'm not sure. It would have definitely been close for sure.
I don't know if they want me to go in for an interview or not yet, or if they're gonna just let me
I'm guessing we've got Revven's audio up and we can hear his full monologue about what he thinks about this.
I get it. I get it. That's right. That's right. 15 minutes.
I haven't got his audio up. Let me go ahead and do that.
I have 15 minutes to finish. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Revven is just
to finish, funnily enough.
iterating. He's got 15 minutes to do GBT and Stone Tower Temple.
I think I can finish.
Are we still using Revven's audio on Restream?
Yeah,
Void?
it's just very low, but he's screaming really loud, so it's hard to balance it.
Oh, bro, I was curious. When you got Zora, did you still feel like you were ahead, or did you feel behind? Because
I
everything up to
feel
that point
really
was, like-
behind.
Because everything up to that point was really easy. It's just Revven happened to miss hook shots. I was curious how you were feeling when you got Zora.
Oh, it's just like the normal check that I skipped, and if there is
Yeah.
something I'm feeling so dang behind.
So I will immediately say.
So I just was hoping that X isn't Sonata. So Oath Hunt is really awful, really awful.
Without knowing that South Clocktown was.
So is this how you would navigate a situation like this when you want to try and jump ahead of your opponent by getting to the Overworld stuff first?
Sorry?
So if you feel behind, I'm assuming this is how you try and get yourself ahead, is to go straight for the Overworld checks rather than to...
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, the Discord notification just happened then. So with the dungeons being available, you assume that your opponent just goes straight for those dungeons then, yeah?
Yeah, just in a normal race, I would easily go for like execution, like dungeons or stuff. So if I found there is something, I can easily go to the end faster and skip all the overworld checks that I have skipped already. So
But because it was a 1v1, you felt a bit more comfortable.
yeah, I was like, it's more like a jet seat, and maybe Captain Z is really early and I skip it in a bunch of checks, and yeah.
Okay. That seems fair. I think I would do the same, honestly, but
And I don't know what item that would have been.
I don't know. I'm inclined to feel like I'm always behind in these situations because y'all are crazy.
I honestly don't know. There's a lot
Finishing seeds sub 2 like it's nothing.
other items are just on the critical.
Yeah, in some cases it's really easy, I guess. So you just have to skip some stuff. It's not that bad, I would say, but you have to skip the right things, and that isn't just luck, I guess. That is just luck. At some points.
Oh my god.
So I'm a really aggressive player. So at some point it's really paying out.
I just want to at least finish. Just let me at least.
You say aggressive, but you went straight for Deku Playground in a second. You got the mask. What's the thinking behind that?
Yeah, I was like, okay, you can clear this stuff there completely, and you don't have to go back for like an early seer check. So
17 minutes later.
then go for it. So I already prefer to skip like late game stuff. I would say if I start with Epona, my really earliest check is the Gorman race. But if I got Epona really late or in the mid game, I would easily skip that for like forever.
I forget. Did you have Zora Mask before you did the Shrine?
No. I did Shrine before.
Okay, because I'm curious about the decision to go to the Shrine when it felt like there's a few. What were the options available at the time?
It was mostly just Shrine and Coast.
Hello.
Missing Cape.
Oh, hey, Revven. Revven's
Hey,
here, by the
Revven.
way. Hi.
Hello.
What's up? GG.
Yeah, GG. I feel like that was way closer than it should have been. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, Blort gave you a fighting chance. He really did.
I had a shot, dude. I can't believe it. I had a shot to pull the upset, and I just was too stubborn with the swamp tree, like I usually am. I'm so dumb.
So you say stubborn. What was? Do you just never check it anyway?
I just legitimately hate the bats. I feel like they waste so much time if you just aren't consistent at getting them, and it's just, and oftentimes it's annoying to peek it, and and then the times you do it, it doesn't have anything. So
I was curious to know if it was the fact that you were on original hardware that made it, like, the clarity just wasn't there to make looking at the tree worthwhile. Does that factor into it, do you know?
It definitely does, because, like, it's harder for me to see things, like, peek easily. I've had issues like that. Like, in one of the quals, there was a room key in the waterfall, and I thought it was a red rupee, just based on the angle of it and everything, so I didn't go and get it. And that had a powder keg behind it, so that really hurt a lot. So that's definitely a factor, but I also just hate the bats, really. And the funny thing was, leading up to doing this was, I was trying to learn the climb without the bow or any ranged weapon thing, but just didn't get consistent at it, so...
That's fair. It's still annoying, even with the bats flying around, you kind of have to knock them all out.
Yeah.
I guess a similar question we had for Bro, because Bro did something similar. When the seed was open and you were looking for, not with the tree, but just like how you played the late game, we were curious if once you got your seed open, like you got Zora and like light arrows, if like since you didn't go to dungeons so long, we were curious if that was like a metagame play or something.
So the entire time, I was going with the mindset of, I need to do low percent plays to win. The entire time. So that's why I went for seahorses. I did have a mistake there with the photo. I know, I completely just blundered that. I went for seahorses because of that. If I had the light arrows and the hook shot, my plan was, yes, I'm going to go to Akana Canyon. As long as ice arrows and magic were early enough, I was gonna do it. So I would have gone to the well in that, like, first 2 hours. I would have gone to Stone Tower Temple in that first 2 hours. But I didn't have a hook shot, so I went and did all the other stuff you normally do.
Yeah, we kind of figured that, especially getting that hook shot 2 hours, and you were just gonna do probably the most, like, out of the way stuff at that point.
Yeah.
It is curious because both of you find yourselves in situations where a check sort of escaped your grasp early on and you've come back to it a lot later and it's a case of, oh shit, I've got to make up time somehow.
Right.
And I'm trying to think of the analogy of, was it two people in a competition but they're both fighting themselves instead of fighting each other and end up both losing kind of mentality going on there. It was just amusing because we're both sat here like, why are they not, like, all these plays are outrageous, but it makes complete sense to the individual. They're like,
yeah,
yes,
right.
I'm against the number one seed. I missed a hook shot in the tree. Yeah, I've got to do something outrageous to get back into this.
Yeah, it was just so insane that, like, both of you did things that made you want to just metagame and, like, not find do dungeons and find the captain's set.
I wondered, okay, so did he end up getting the captain's hats before I did still, or...
You were both in STT.
We were both? Oh my god!
Yeah, it's just, you were a Great Bay Temple behind, and he didn't go straight for light arrow chest.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Well, he'd also cleared, he did Stone Tower Temple first and then did Uninverted.
Right.
Oh, yeah, right. He also, forgot to mention.
Right. I figured as soon as I found that captain's hat that I was like, okay, I have to assume that either A, Brot, basically almost full cleared the seed up to this point, or B, he just did the dungeons he needed to do before he went to Stone Tower, and so me getting this now is just I have to. Unfortunately, I probably just lose just to go mode because of how late I got hook shot.
Yeah, ultimately, it kind of boiled down to the only way you're going to come back into this race is as if Captain's Hat was on Wart in Great Big Temple.
I wanted to see Wart for so long because Bro skipped it, and I'm like, wait,
He skipped it. I wouldn't have skipped it. I would have checked it. Yeah,
this could be Revven's chance to pull out the upset if it's on Wart.
Like if I just get that hook shot, okay, the upset happens. Maybe.
Well, I think there would have been a very good chance of it, honestly, because I doubt you would have made all the overworld stuff as well. Or maybe
I don't know. It's hard to
beginning.
say. It's hard to say. I think this was probably the closest possible outcome.
It definitely could have happened because with where when Bro got Zora, since it was on Gorman Race and something like he usually skips. He said he felt pretty behind when he got Zora, so he just did a
it was Zora!
Yeah, it was Zora for Bro.
I thought that was like a free thing. I had no idea because
so did Bort. He thought it was a free thing too. That's why he went and did some crazy stuff.
so funny.
Revven, I rushed Shrine in like the first hour.
Oh my
god! I was in the Shrine.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh my god!
I just got double magic there and nothing.
Oh my gosh!
So Bort had actually done Shrine before stepping foot into Great Bay Coast.
Wow.
Which I think tells you a lot about how he felt. No, he didn't even have Zora Mask. Yeah, that was why I wanted to ask about it. It's a very curious decision.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Like, I mean, I knew some people skip the Epona race, the Gourmet Bros race, because it's just annoying to go and do it, like, right after. But, like, ever since I got burned by it, I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna make the special trip every time to just go and do it, because it's not bad, and two, when it has something, it's usually really good. So...
Yeah, I always just route it with a horse ride to the coast.
Right. That's usually what I do. Assuming
that is smart. Yeah. That's smart.
But I mean, it's you save a minute if you gamble not doing it. So I mean, I totally get it.
Yeah.
Just like how, you know, I'm stubborn. I don't do the swap tree, but I mean, there's sometimes where I do it, but most of the time I don't. I just don't. So yeah.
Let's have a look at the brackets, shall we? Let's see where that puts the two of you. So, Brot, you go on to face the winner of Guppy and Michi.
Oh shit.
16th and 17th seed, and I think it's fair to say both of them are tad underseeded. I would say that, especially Michi.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a very interesting race, no matter who wins out of that one. And who does Revven go on to face? That would be... Oh, it would be the loser of Guppy and Michi. So best of luck, Revven.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'll be paying attention to that race. I'll try to see if I can watch it.
Do they have they scheduled that one? It is 1 p.m. Sunday. Oh god, they use Eastern. Why? Okay, what is that in UTC? That's -5? No, +5. What is EDT in UTC? +4. Okay, so that is UTC. That is 5 p.m. this upcoming Sunday. So 7 p.m. for most of the Europeans, 1 p.m. for most of America. There we go. You will discover your fate on that Sunday.
Yep.
Do we have any? Actually, there's one other thing. Revven, did you find all your foolish hints?
Yes, I did. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It was.
Did you forget about the inn being foolish? Because you handed in the toilet
I
paper.
did, but
late.
also it was like it kind of worked out as a routing thing because it was like I needed money and I didn't know where light arrow. I didn't think about where light arrows were at the time, so I was prepping for the well. So it giving me a purple rupee worked out for me to just not have to go to the bank and then just buy the 5 beans if I didn't get light arrows from South Clocktown Way of the Hero.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I see that both of you managed to observe the lens foolish pretty what's the word I'm looking
Lens
for?
foolish.
Lens was day 3 nighttime. Oh, it was in the employees' room.
Oh, see, no, what happened was I got the stockpot in hint before.
Yeah, but Blort
that.
didn't, so it was interesting. Because
okay.
at one point we saw Blort walk straight past Shiro, so we know that Blort knew.
Yeah, I got the hint and instantly untracked the lens on my tracker and was like, nope.
Yeah, I could see that messing you up if you kept the lens on the tracker, because then you'd go and just check stuff anyway.
One of the interesting things, logic-wise, I kind of spawned out of this was what Lens Foolish does for the song in Icona Castle. Because it really depends on how foolishes are decided, because having Lens is a conditional for getting the song in the castle. So...
Right.
So Zoe doesn't know this 100% either, so no one really quite knows, but that Lens Foolish possibly could have told you that the mirror was pointless. We don't know for certain. That's probably something, I guess, if you plandoed, I'm trying to think of this. If you plandoed a foolish deed and kept generating a seed and see if something would eventually appear on Toilet Hand, I guess that would be one way of figuring it out once and for all. But yeah, there is a conditional that says the lens plus fire arrows plus magic plus keg plus mirror shield gets you your song in the castle. So potentially the castle is always going to be foolish. Like I said, potentially. Right. I don't want to say anything definitely because don't want people to come away from this race thinking, yeah, well, that Melrose dickhead said this and he cost me my race, so I'm gonna fuck him up when I see him.
That deep logic.
Yeah, I've never been sure about the conditionals thing myself. Either.
It would be cool to get a definitive answer on it, because I assume what the seed does is go, okay, if I take this item out of the item pool, can you still beat the seed? Yes? Okay, you're foolish, kind of deal. I don't think it bothers about reachable locations like it does in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. I feel like the conditionals thing is probably valid because I feel like I've definitely heard if you find a foolish paper, then toilet's just dead automatically. I feel like I've heard that on various occasions. Which would essentially be the same thing as that lens foolish for castle. Since it's just the conditional.
And I guess a foolish lens also puts the grave of Knight 2 as a foolish item. Because you logically need the lens for that, don't you?
No.
Or is that just a trick that's...
Yeah, that's a trick that you don't need lens for that.
Is turned on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only cases lens applies are, of course, the 2 checks and then anything that requires jumping. So the Path to Snowhead, Scarecrow, and Icona Castle.
Oh yeah, Path to Snowhead. Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I gambled not peeking that. I just, because I fell, so I just went.
Yeah, didn't a boulder hit you in midair or something? I forget.
I like missed the ramp on the other end, so I had to redo. It was dumb.
Gotcha. There we have it. That is time of 3:11:07 for Revven, finishing in 2nd place. Well, thank you so much for that race, gentlemen.
Of course.
Thanks for the restream and the
was
commentator here.
It's definitely it was definitely a good one to commentate.
I'm just glad I provided entertainment.
It was good. We were really willing you on to find the captain's hat in somewhere stupid because after losing the hook for that long, we needed that redemption arc. It just had to happen, but not today.
It did, and it was very close.
But then again, I guess Bort had his own for missing the Zora mask along too.
Yeah,
so
right.
I guess we both have some kind of redeeming, coming of age story to come out of this seed.
We do.
Cool. All right then. So Void,
guess
the floor is yours. Yeah.
Yep, it's time for me to wrap things up. So, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And why did you just put the foolish hint in? Sorry, that caught me off guard. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you to our wonderful commentators today, Melrose, who stepped in basically last minute, and Jess. Thank you to our tracker today, Cemetery. Great job on the double tracking there, so thank you very much for your help today. And then thank you to our two runners for entertaining us with running that seed.
No problem.
I know you both are thrilled to play a Void seed, so I'm glad I was able
Oh yeah, all the time, Void. All the time.
All the time.
I when I saw you were restreaming, I was like, oh great, a Void seed. Chance.
Anyways, we have got a couple more streams. Yeah, we've got another match in about 3-ish hours, I want to say. 2.5-ish hours. Yeah. Which is Alf versus Sea Falcon, if I've got my times right. Hopefully. Either way, come back for that. That will be on ZSR2, and then we've got another match for Cross Keys on ZSR1. So, that being said, thank you everyone for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.